Hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of Morning Quest with Doodle and CMoney. I am CMoney, and I am joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Thank you so very much for rocking out with us today. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed. Now, I feel like we're early to the show today. I don't know why. I have like this weird sense that we are very early. I do gotta give a shout out to my boy Culture the Canuck, which in
Oh,
the Discord was like, all right, so is it gonna be like morning quest where it's like morning brunch at 11 or like morning quest at 10:30? And I was like, or 10. I was like, it's 10:30. Well, you know, as some might say, we were right on time. You know what I'm saying? This is just it's just the way it is, man. It's just the way it is. Oh man, listen, what a fun week we've had, huh? It's been a fun, entertaining week. We got a huge game that dropped into Game Pass this week. That's right, motherfucking Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
that's
God
wild.
damn, is that
Finally.
shit
Finally.
amazing. Guys, mm, if you heard good things, they ain't lying. If you heard bad things, they can go fuck themselves pretty much at this point. All right. It's crazy out in these streets. Some of the tears that we've been seeing. It's crazy, but for the most part, universally been a success, which is fire. But guys, man, you know what this is. It's Sunday morning. Before we go too far, before we get crazy, we do have to shout out our homies. That's right. We want to start with all of our supporters over on Patreon and YouTube. So over on Patreon, we got the homie Zach McCoy,
Yo.
Smitty Smith, Adidas 20, Red Sun, Spoonman, and Archangel Nexus. And over on YouTube, our squad members are the homie Smitty Smith, Avenge Ninja, Zach McCoy, Why So Serious, 80s cartoon villain, Micah Ford, J Mac, Crimson X25, Bounty, 5.0 Trey Gaming, Rainbow, Hargy Shani, Smokes the Ism, Raging Cajun, Abacab 72, Demo Flow Gaming, MASH, Lord Star Killer SSX01, Machine XP, L Paul, Cage Feeler, Chaos Theory, Game Shark, Nocturnal, Jonas the Dad, Spartan 661, Trey Unda, Boss Red 77, MCell 101, Razor Ultron, Lawrence Davenport, Angry Hippie, AEC Vic, Raiden Blade, G Myers, E Ranks, We Need Kills, Six Slayer, Philly Gangster, Will Broke Boy Lewis, Power Boss, Ryu Art Gamer, Roberto Z, JD Gamer, Amit Kumar, Dark 50, Forza Legend, Abdel 114, Maurice Branch, Jesse B, Awesome Gomez, Infernal Dragon, Triz, you know what it is. Ozzy Fan
Let's
80,
go.
Adidas 20, Dave
Yes.
Reezy, Big Man Mo, Sanchez MTZ Gaming, Royal Boyle 78, Cord Wayner, Jinzo 86, Victor Alistine, RJR 1017, Trey Mac, C4 Skills, Skywalker UAV1, Ice Cold, Real Mark Smith, Roberto Z, Alvin, Gravemind, Epic Treasure, Kurt, User 4 Games, Bell, and Space Shot. And of course, we have the homies that are elite members.
Yes.
We got the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, and Spoonman. And our inner circle members, you got the homie Big Migs Gaming, and most recently, the homie Hooded Canuck. Thank you all, man. We
Thank you
appreciate
guys so
each
much.
and
Thank you.
every one of you guys. But of course, y'all know what it is. You being here right now, live in the building with us. Man, you're supporting us in such a major way, and we appreciate each and every one of you for doing so. That being said, we do have to get started with our top three, our first three in the door. Now, number one This might be the first. Is it the first? It might be the first.
Let's see.
Might be the
See
first
who.
time. Number 1 in the door, the homie, Soil Tech. What's up,
Oh,
man?
let's go. Good morning.
Number 2.
Who?
Number 2 in the door.
Oh, yes. He says it's a premiere.
Oh, the premiere. That's what I like to
Yes.
see, Soil Tech. That's
Thank
what I
you,
like to
love.
see. Appreciate you, fam. Number 2 in the building, our fellow Starfield lover. That's right.
Oh,
Maroon Kai
yes.
Spy in the building with a message to everyone. Did y'all see how no one bothered to read the part of Satya's statement where he talks about the importance of exclusivity? I did notice that. Seems like nobody wanted to clip that part of the image and
It
paste it. You
doesn't
know what I'm
fit the
saying?
narrative, see? It doesn't fit. So, of course, they're not gonna go there. They're not gonna give that any light. Can't wait to get into it.
Of course not. Of course not.
Doesn't get
But
past us. You know what I'm saying?
that's number 2 in the building, the homie Varun Kai Spy.
Woo.
Rounding out the top 3, making a return to the
Oh,
top 3,
okay.
the homie, Queen Blueface in the
Yes.
building.
What's up, baby?
Thank you so much
Happy
for being here, homie.
Sunday. Thank
Appreciate you,
you guys for
appreciate you.
rocking out.
But yes, that's our top 3. Appreciate you guys so much for being here. But I do want to see all of our homies, man. The homie Raiden Blade in the building. What's
Yes.
up, man? Thank you for being here. General Spartan in the building.
Yo.
Look at this. I love this message right away. This is the way, this is the energy that I want coming in here. Xbox equals games. PlayStation equals cancel games that are not third person over the shoulder, instant fail, stealth mission shit. Oh my god. He
I hear no
continues
lies.
actually. Yeah, I see no lies. He continues saying, if Sony thinks the nightmare is here, wait until the next Xbox console and possible handheld come out with all their games. I mean, it's a real problem for them. It's a real problem for them. Radiant Blade, I'm digging this conversation. I
Let's
want to
go.
fill it out. He says PlayStation problem is their problem. When you start believing your own lies, that's a you problem. And Sony been lying to themselves for decades.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh. Good morning. Let's go. That's the
God
energy
damn.
I'm talking about.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Mr. Glass in the building. What's up,
Let's
man?
go. What's up, baby?
Michael, you in the building. What's up,
Michael,
man?
what's up,
Let's
love?
see something. He has more. I
Oh,
mean, listen, Michael, he's the homie. He got the bars for everybody. Says, hi guys. I'm confused.
oh,
Well, let's
okay.
see.
Okay, let's
Says,
go.
I thought Call of Duty on Xbox wouldn't sell. Wow. That is what a lot of people said because Game Pass, that's the only way people were going to play it. On US Xbox Store, Call of Duty is number 1. Vault upgrade? That's to be clear, all the people who are playing for free on
Yes.
Game Pass that didn't need to spend a
Yes.
penny to play Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
I mean, the
The Vault
reason
upgrade is number motherfucking 2.
exactly. The reason why games don't sell, right? Game Pass. Mm.
Yeah. So number 2 in the store is the Vault Edition. That means all those Game Pass people said, "Yeah, I'll upgrade." Remember, I guess our poll is true, right? It was like
Exactly.
43% of the people paid for the Vault upgrade in our poll. I mean, for
Our
it
people
to
don't
be
lie.
number 2, I mean, come on, man. It's
That's a
number
pony thing
5
to lie.
on the UK store,
Woo!
okay, over in UK. But check this out, all right? Oh, wait. Hold on. Am I? Sorry. That's a lie. Number 1 was the Call of Duty on the Xbox store is number 1. The Vault upgrade is number 2, and the $100 Vault edition, meaning the people who
It's
don't have
number 5.
Game Pass and they're buying the $100 version is number 5. In the UK store, the Vault upgrade is number 1. So that means in UK, all those Game Pass players are paying for that upgrade. And then the people who are just buying the game, number 3 and number 7 for the Vault edition. Something tells me, and I don't know, I'm no genius here. I'm not sure. But something tells me that Black Ops 6 is gonna outsell Astrobot. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I
Come
just
on. Come
I
on.
just
Give it
feel
a
it.
challenge.
It's gonna be
Give it a
hard because you know
challenge.
it was number 2. It was number 2 on the charts.
We are not
So
the same. That PlayStation chart is
I'm just saying
it's a
there might be a
graveyard.
chance. There might be a chance. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how this numbers shake out. The homie Anthony Sanchez, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. Malcolm
Oh,
X Lax, what's
Anthony.
up,
What's
player?
up, baby?
One of my favorite names still. Every time I read it, she's my kind of crazy.
Yes. Wonder why.
Speaking my truth. With the Xbox is number 1, baby. Yes, it
Yes.
is. Yes, it
Yes.
is. Why so serious in the building? What's up, man? Roberto Z, what's going on, player? Coach Hooded Canuck, what's going on, blow? He says, damn Call of Duty Black Ops 6 campaign. I missed getting here first. I blame COD. Oh, Coach, I see the mission you just completed. That was so good. Oh, man, I wrapped up the campaign. I don't want to say nothing because we're going to do a review on it, but
Man.
Goddamn. Damn good. What's up, man? Thank you for being here,
What's
bro.
up, love?
Let me see. Says damn good says morning, y'all. See money.
Baby.
I think Sony has $2 or $3 billion franchises. Nor did I care, but Gran Turismo, God of War, and Spider-Man or Uncharted, can't remember. Anyways, compared to 20 on Xbox. Well, this is the thing. I didn't write that because I was being facetious. I did a shit ton of research, and the closest franchise, the closest that they have, you gotta remember, you gotta think it's just dollars, right? $60 a pop, and this doesn't even compute correctly. I'm sorry, $70 a pop. This doesn't even compute correctly because this franchise is the only franchise that's been there almost since the beginning, which is Gran Turismo. And Gran Turismo has almost 100 million copies sold.
Not
So
quite.
not quite. And even at 100 million at $70 a pop, and you know that the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 versions of those games were not $70. So that's the only one that's even close to it, and that has not surpassed $1 billion, and no other franchise is even close, fam. It sounds like it should, but they're not. It's kind of ridiculous how little these games sold. They're decent numbers for themselves, but like when you're talking about Xbox having $20 billion franchises, Gran Turismo's the only one that's close. And I searched far and wide, nothing, not even fucking close, comes to where Xbox is at all. So sadly, no.
Oh my god.
I just saw that. That's cracked out.
That's
I'm not even
oh
gonna
my
get
gosh.
I'm not
I
even getting
can't
to that.
even,
I'm
but
not
I
even getting
have
to
to,
that.
like E ranks.
Yeah, that's drugs. That's
Earrings.
drugs. That's
I
hardcore
love
drugs.
it though. I love it. That's our kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Man.
you know what? God, I fucked up. There is $1 billion franchise on PlayStation. Wow, I'm such an idiot. Why So Serious nailed it. Can you click Why So Serious latest all the way at the bottom? His latest
Oh,
message.
yo, see.
How did I miss this?
So
God
come
damn
on,
it. I'm
man.
so
Come on. You fucked
stupid.
up.
Go ahead, man.
Man.
Sony $1 billion franchise was Concord.
Man.
Oh man.
Oh, if only, if
I
only,
think
if
is it
only they didn't pull the plug. Gosh, because I felt like
I
that
get
was
it.
their biggest
It was.
IP.
I
You know,
think what
almost
he's
like
saying.
a Star Wars type of
Yeah,
level,
like the
like
Star Wars
forever
levers.
known.
Yeah,
And
for
damn
sure.
it, like maybe they just felt that wave of like money that was gonna come in
And
from
they're like,
it.
we don't want
And
it.
it's like, nah, you
I feel
know?
like there was $1 billion worth of people who looked at that game and said you could go fuck yourself. Like, if you like the closest, that's probably the closest that Sony has ever gotten to $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally the amount of people who said, I'm good. Take a hard pass on that one.
That's wild. I mean,
It is.
freaking dreams. That's what they thought they had there. And sadly, the world put them in their place. And it was just an L. It was just an L.
Yeah, it was.
Man, talk
Absolutely.
about negative numbers. Just a
Agreed.
reminder that they didn't make anything and lost a lot on Concord. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday indeed.
Yes.
Roberto's in the building. What's up, man?
Roberto.
Gun
¿Qué
Griffin.
pasa?
What's up, player? Thank you for being here. Why So Serious is afraid. He said, I just hope Black Ops 6 number are better than Concord. Oh my God, bro. Brett Bingham in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you, homie. Hold on. Where am I? Wait, sorry. We need kills in the building. What's up, man?
Soil Tech said, don't be shy, right? He wants the world to be reminded that, you know,
It
400 million.
It cost
over
them
400 million
million.
lost on Concord.
We Need Kills has a great message out here. It says, morning fam.
Love.
As someone with 4,000 hours in Call of Duty Zombies, this is the best since Black Ops 3 in 2015. Hope you guys check it out. I've already put more than 24 hours into the zombie mode. Holy shit.
Let's go.
That's fire. No, I wrapped up the campaign. So my next tour of duty is going to be zombies and then obviously multiplayer. I love the beta, so that's why I wasn't rushing to get into it. Wanted to get the campaign, which goddamn. Goddamn. But yes, for sure.
I'm a little behind, but the game is insane. It's insane.
It is.
CMoney locked in.
I did.
You did. You did.
I did. I couldn't stop. It was so good, man.
I get it.
Verg Brizzle, what's up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you. Did I say Malcolm X? I think I did.
Malcolm, no, you didn't.
No?
What's up?
All right, Malcolm X.
How
What's up,
dare
fam?
you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Dark Angelic, what's up, fam? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you, homie. The Black Knight was good, dog. Thank you for being here, man. Tool Man 55, what up, player? Mr. Money in the building.
Good?
What is up, player? Oh, snap. We have the homie Called Weeb. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Unfortunately, I heard CMoney might be a pony imposter. Ooh. Wow. Maybe. Look at that. I didn't know this whole time.
Pony's wish.
This is actually a green screen. I have nothing but PlayStation memorabilia back here. This is all an illusion.
I mean, he couldn't stop playing Astrobot because the nostalgia just hit him. He had a smile from ear to ear. I recorded some of the footage and sent it in because maybe for the next Joker movie it would be
thank you. I was trying to get into film.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna start eating an apple a day right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Getting prepared.
some carrots. That's it. That's what we're doing.
Absolutely.
To get into the
role,
the pony mentality. He's gonna start fucking up his math. He's not gonna understand numbers. We're committed.
Facts.
Say stupid shit. Yeah. Misspelling.
Hitting FG's blunted. What's up, man? Thank you for being here. Smitty Smith in the building. Thank you for being here, homie.
Yo.
The homie Wilbur Boy Lewis. What's up, my dude? Thank you for being here. It says,
what's up?
Thank you for that $2 super chat. Says, was up till 2:30 this morning playing Black Ops 6 with Boom. Nice. Gotta get in. Did you guys finish the campaign already, or did you guys jump into multiplayer first? Let me know. Where am I?
Oh, this is where we're going. That's right. Smitty Smith.
The homie Smitty Smith. Thou shalt not speak ill of CMoney, the Book of X.
Baby, Book of X.
Appreciate you, homie. Thank you, player.
Fucking Sunday.
Stanley Francois.
Yo, Stanley, what's good?
What's up, homie?
Morning
Thank you for
love.
being here, fam. Thank you for being here. I pity PlayStation peasants. What's up, man?
What's up?
What's up, homie? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Anthony Sanchez. Did I say Anthony Sanchez? I think I did. Did I?
Say it again. Say it with
Anthony
your chest.
Sanchez, what's up, man?
Creed 20 Blaster. I see you. Kevin in the building. What's up?
What's
Let's
up,
go.
Eastside Vandal in the building. What's up, player? Machine XP. What's up, player? Nico Chief 117. What's up, homie? Steven Ramey. What's up, dog? J Mac in the building.
Yes.
What's up, players? Shout out to On Point for Gamers podcast. Salute,
Thank you
homie.
for being here.
Graybeards in the building. Yeah, they are in the building. Salute, chat. Great to see everyone. Great to see you, bro. Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for being here, player.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Freddie Fox in the building.
Oh, Freddie Fox, what's up, man? Aggressive oatmeal memes. What's up, man? Thank you for being here.
Aggressive oatmeal memes? Is that what you said?
Aggressive oatmeal memes. Says, I'm glad Microsoft is making money. That's great. That's wonderful. How is the multi-platform strategy going to benefit Xbox users? Jez made a good point that Xbox players could lose their libraries. Well, I don't even understand the conversation that just took place right now with what Jez said. That's just, I don't know. That's cracked out. Our homie Sarah Bond literally told us how they made an entire team to make sure that there's forward compatibility. So, I mean, I don't quite understand, but I mean, cool, Jess. And how does the multi-platform strategy going to benefit Xbox users? Simple. More money comes in, and then more money goes into Game Pass. And that's where we are. Now, if you're not on Game Pass, I mean, that's fine. You're still going to have more games that you can buy from a quality brand like Microsoft, who's making quality content on a normal basis, unlike on the other side where the lack of quality has been extremely evident. So either way, we win. Now,
I mean,
to be clear,
have you seen our libraries?
Yeah. It's and what's to come and what's lined up for next year, what's lined up for the year after that. Yeah, I mean, just understand, Xbox is the only company making AAA games at the scale that they are, and then just games in general at the scale that they are. And like the multi-platform strategy, understand, is still select games that are going right. Like we got to get past this idea that what the media and what these ponies want to put out there, right? So we want to make sure the pony narrative is not spread, but it's handled and debunked.
Suppressed.
There was no one in any way, shape, or form who has ever said the whole slate bullshit that these people are trying to push. Whether that happens or not, we'll find out whenever they say something or don't say something. But what we know for sure is that that has not been said. And what we know for sure is that Phil has gone ahead on record and said that as long as it doesn't damage the brand. And we already know that those 4 games went ahead and caused Matt Booty to say, we didn't damage the brand, but it stressed the brand. And then we just heard, we did one of our last shows, that based off the response of Indy and that announcement, seems like Microsoft was a little taken aback by that, and they're looking to slow down the situation a little bit. That doesn't mean they're not bringing games. They're already scheduled, right? Indy's still coming. Doom is still coming. So the idea that the homie Satya came out and said some new shit, he didn't. He was given a summary, right? Like he's talking to the investors and people, right? He's like
he people
like he's already said this shit.
Understand what he's saying. I mean, it's been said and done. If anything, we saw that they went ahead and got in there and they renegotiated the terms for indie, right? Indie was supposed to just go multi-plat. And if that doesn't show you where their mind is with exclusivity and having the content for themselves, obviously there are games you can't hold back, right? Like Call of Duty. Obviously that was never going to be just on Xbox, right? That would be ridiculous. But to not see that they went ahead and they still said, okay, this IP is important to us, Indiana Jones, let's go ahead and throw some money into the situation and renegotiate the terms. I mean, that's very telling of where they stand.
Yeah, I mean, and ultimately, at the end of the day, um, like, again, we can look at it however we want, but the facts are the facts, and all that other stuff is just made up shit. Right? It's just made up stuff at this point. Nothing has been said to indicate this. And to be
Well,
clear, like Xbox is the place where we have literally seen them take all the money that they've been making and constantly reinvest back into
absolutely.
us, whether it's Game Pass, whether it's just more games, whether it's just new studios, expansions of studios. I mean,
New
if
hires for those
yeah,
games that matter, right?
exactly.
So it's
S
it's all pretty good.
They've proven
And
it already. Like, it already
yes.
bore out. Like, we already know the reality. Everything else is just fake news,
And
right? Like, it's just the
listen, I mean,
reality.
Hiroki's the only one that's come out here and said that their games are going everywhere. We do know how special Horizon is to them, and they're putting it on Switch day and date. Um, the Lego Horizons. So I think that's it's all deflecting, right? I feel like eyes should be where eyes should be, right? Over at PlayStation, considering what they've said and what they're doing, and their lack of income.
Facts. Thank you for the message. The homie Kev in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for
Ev,
being here,
happy
bro.
Sunday, baby. Hope you're doing well.
Game on, Jesse. What's up, player? Just letting everybody know, right? Sony does not own Spider-Man IP. They rent it.
Thank you.
They got they got Spider-Man on Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? They got that monthly fee for that Spider-Man joint. Oh my
Obviously,
god.
considering their judgment on new IP going forward based on Concord, they should stay away from that. Creating their own.
Facts.
That's
Facts.
messy.
The homie
Of
E-Ranks in
course.
the building.
Of course.
First.
First.
I mean, we haven't just been talking about everybody
Yeah, yeah,
before
yeah.
you up
It's
into this point. But no, no, no. First for sure.
he's just showing how, he's getting into that mentality, that pony mentality. They see a bunch of people in there, but, if you say it with your chest and you mean it, anything can happen, right? You just put anything out there, whether it's bullshit or not.
Facts.
Thank you for being here, E-Ranks.
Jesse B in the building, man, says Sony never had $1 billion franchise. No, not
Never.
in gaming, but that's to show you, right? Think about it. That's to show you why they are investing so much in their movies, because they have had movies that have done $1 billion. Hmm. Starts to make sense a
Hiroki
little
said
bit.
they wanna use their gaming IP for everything. They're out there putting a tour together. I mean, how exciting. No games, right? But a tour for everyone to hear the music live. I wonder how those tickets are selling.
Facts. Machine XP, thank you for being here,
What's
says,
up, baby?
what do you mean, guys? They do have a few. Isn't God of War $1 billion franchise now? Spider-Man is. Spider-Man is not. Is not. Show me where. Show me where. I've searched every cell forum. I searched there's nothing. None of these franchises have done over 100 million in sales. None of them. None of these franchises, bro. Again,
But if you find it, send us the
if you
link.
find it,
We'll be
send it to
happy to
me.
discuss.
They don't have it, fam. It ain't there. Oops. Sorry, PlayStation.
But listen, Dark Angelic, it's Sunday. He's, feeling, good. He wants to go ahead and make sure that the ponies feel good today, right? So he just wants to remind them.
Movies like Morbius and Madam Web.
Keep them
No.
grounded.
I know Venom, I think Venom did over a bill. Definitely as a franchise, but I think just the last movie, not this one, but I think the last movie did it. I don't know. They definitely have. And I'm pretty sure Spider-Man has as well as a movie franchise. Kev with the
But,
slander.
but never forgotten. Not those movies. Thank you, Dark Angelic. Just a
Yeah,
reminder
for
of
sure.
where they're dropping the ball. Kevin,
Of
what's
course.
up? Good
Kev
morning.
says, "C-Money, did you have your seatbelt on while playing Black Ops 6? I wouldn't
Oh,
want you falling off your booster seat out of excitement."
oh,
God damn. Listen,
wow.
listen.
Wow.
He says, "But seriously, hope you have fun." You know what's crazy? First of all, thank you. I did have fun, but let me tell you something. I
Those
did not
okay.
know how appropriate this game was for Halloween.
Oh my
God damn, bro.
I knew you were going there.
God damn. Yo, word? They did that? Like, the way they Doodle, I was Doodle heard me. Doodle heard me towards the end over there. Oh my god. Yo,
I wanted you heard me too, though. Like,
yo.
I don't know if people have gotten there,
Dude,
yet. I
some
don't
of the
wanna ruin things, but,
yo, I
oh,
just some of these things,
the
I was
screams.
not expecting any of this shit in this goddamn game. Um, but I will say
I will
that
say if you have
be
not
ready.
played it, you're missing the fudge out.
And
This
also headphones. Wear headphones while playing. Like, just crank it up, zone out. Yo, some of these situations are wild. Wow. Some of the best missions I think I've played, like some of the best missions I've played in games in general outside of Halo. Like, just like so dope. Jesus. They killed it, man.
They
They
did,
killed
they
it.
did. Roberto's concerned. CMoney falls. I should record them,
See
you
money
know?
doesn't fall. Okay.
Just ki
See money doesn't fall. Creed 20 Blast. What's up, man? He reminded me, says I bought Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and the upgrade playing on Game Pass first. That's dope.
Let's
Check this
go.
out. Our boy C4 Skills, he won. So we gave away
Yes!
on Friday night 2 copies of Black Ops 6. One by the homie Ryuar Gaming
Thank you, bro.
and one by the homie EJ Jackson.
Thank you.
Okay, so 2 people got the game, except one of those people, which is the one that won Ryuar's code. He was in the chat. Obviously, he won because he was taking part. We announced that he won, told him where to hit us up, has not hit us up, and
We said he has
we
till,
said he had until
today
Sunday.
today's show.
So we're going to
Give him a little
unless he's
time.
here somewhere. Yeah, Zach Riley.
Yes!
Oh, there he goes. C4 Skills, you're there. Oh, I see you. Bro, we were just about to give away
We're
your shit.
about to give your game
Bro,
away.
go on Twitter and hit me
Or
up, or go
Discord.
on Discord. Is right there. Join the Discord. Hit me up so I can send you the code. All right. I didn't want to give it away, but
But we will.
we were. All right. So, but I do see you. So good. I'm glad you're here. Please hit me up on Twitter or Discord is right there. And I will send you that code. Okay. Because I was like, holy shit. So all right. So it seems like we're good. Maybe. We'll see if he fucking hits me up. Oh my god. Okay, well that was the message there because
Yes.
I
Well,
saw
come
it.
back, let us know when you did so we can send you the code.
Facts. Abacab72, what's up, man?
No.
Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you. Wait.
Oh, see, hold on real quick. I
No,
gotta
no, no. C4 Skills
No.
has to be
Yeah, it
now
has
during
to
the
be
show,
now.
bro. either on Twitter,
Thanks, we'll do
on
later.
Discord,
Yeah, it has to
because
be
we're gonna
now. We
give it
wanna
away by
make
the end of this show
yeah.
if you don't claim it, man. I need to
And
do it.
just so everybody knows, the reason why we do it this way is because then we know that we're giving it to the right person, right? So if you contact us while on the show, we confirm through the chat. We did a Switch giveaway that, then they try to reach out and people try to make it seem like they're that person when they're not, and if you don't catch it, it's messy, but there are people out
Yeah,
there that are trying to get other people's shit.
yeah.
So,
So yeah, just do it like ASAP.
yeah.
All right, before the show's over. The homie J Mac in the building. My dude,
Jack!
thank you for being here, man. Thank you for
Thank
being
you,
a
Lord.
member for
Thank you so
10
much.
months,
That
fam.
means a lot, bro.
Very,
Thank
very
you.
kind of you, homie.
Yes.
Says shout out to PlayStation fanboys for funding Xbox first party AAA bangers. We know you can do it. Xbox for the win. XWO is fully operational. Facts,
Oh,
J Mac. Yo, this is the thing that gets me. It's so funny that they like I heard somebody saying, "Oh man, we're buying it over here. We're not renting it on that Game Pass." It's like, yeah, dog, you buy
that's
so
the
that we
point.
can rent. You know what
That's
I'm
the
saying?
point.
You buy so that we can rent. The more you buy, the more we just play Game Pass, man. Come on. It's wild. These arguments that they think they're winning out in these streets is
I don't
crazy.
understand. I don't get it. But a as long as you're buying, that's
That's it.
you don't
Keep
get it. That's
spending.
the point. That's the point.
Like, this is what we want you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense, but listen, I'm glad that you feel good about doing it. It's a great game. You're gonna love it, and we're gonna love even more great games because of how much you love this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you keep playing this one, we'll keep enjoying it on Game Pass, and then we're gonna get so much more off the backs of your spending. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, 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 beautiful. But you know what else is beautiful? The homie motherfucking Mash,
Yes!
my dude, who is
Yes!
in the
Mash,
building.
thank
My
you.
dude. Mash, man, appreciate you, fam.
That's
Mash
so
just went ahead
awesome.
and gifted 10 on point for gamer memberships, man. That is fucking fire, bro. Appreciate you so much. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
man.
Thank you.
Y'all know what to
Tell
do.
'em, baby!
Put the family emoji in
Woo!
the chat. Welcome our newest members, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. I do see here that we have Victor Alistine, Julian Johnson, Cruise Missile 32, Faded Blaze, Game Kaiser, Marcus Hobdy, Greg K, Dark Paladin, Warjacks, Thumb Blisters. Oh shit.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
Solid White.
Let's go. Mash, thank you so much. And guys, welcome. Welcome.
Welcome, man. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. And of course, Mash, man. Thank you so much, bro. That's very, very kind of you, homie. Very, very kind of you.
My girl Becca has entered the building. What's up,
Oh,
love?
what's good,
Thank you
fam?
for being here,
Oh,
Becca.
C4 skill says, okay, we'll do my gamer tag is my C4 skills. Okay. Yeah, hit me up, man. And we'll get it, over to you. I just want to make sure you get it. Just do this real quick. Hold on. Go here. There. Okay, and then do this because I need to be able to there, here. Is it? Do the right there we go. Okay. Beautiful. All right, I'm good.
Done so?
Yeah, I'm good. I just wanted to make sure that let's see. Okay. All right. I do see the homie Dr. Vodka
Oh,
in the building. What's
see,
up,
you got to
man?
keep a doctor around always. Thank you for being here, Dr. Vaca.
I see Rob in the building
Rob,
saying,
what's
I
good?
hear ass. Trobot is doing great numbers. Yeah, like, you know, when you do a lot of a little is great. You know what I'm saying? So like when you see like, oh man, these things only sold like one and now I sold two.
it's like, wow, good job, little buddy.
You
You're
did it.
doing big
You did it.
things. You
You
know,
did.
they're not used to dealing with big numbers, but you know,
Well, we know they can't count that
I mean,
high.
it's tough.
There's a
It's
roof,
tough.
right?
When you're out there and you're like, yes, our we just don't even want to bother our portable, it's console sales, you know? Count them all together. You just don't even want to bother, right? It's not scamming with the numbers and fucking around. No, just
Facts.
bunching it up.
Of course, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I do see the homie PS5 blows in the building.
Hmm.
What is up, man? Thank you for being here.
So how
Says
about the pisser? PS5 blows. How about the pisser? Where we at with that one?
question is
No, no, it's
I'm
Sunday,
not gonna
it's
say it. I'm
early.
not gonna
Keep
say
it
it.
to
I'm not gonna
yourself.
say it. I'm
Yes.
not gonna say. Says PlayStation users will lose their libraries before Xbox ever did. Heck, Sony
What
already took
library?
away discovery shows people bought with no refund. Facts. Some will say they already lost their library of future games because it doesn't seem like there's any worthwhile coming anytime soon. But I digress. Machine XP, the builder, what's up, man? Says, I honestly believe Phil had that Indiana Jones announcement dropped the way it did to get massive eyes on it, get Satya to see what happens when you cut exclusivity completely. I mean, listen, I I think the way that the announcement happened, I don't know if it was dumb or if it was just, I don't know. It seemed really weird. From what the way I feel is like it looks like it was added after
Mhm.
the fact.
That's what it seems like. I think that Twitter was getting started. The
Yeah.
rumors were starting up again. I don't think that this had anything. I think Phil and Satya have a better relationship than people want to put out there that they have. I do believe that the mess that took place early this year with the rumor games and Halo and Gears and Forza, and they did this on Twitter. They had to come out here and do the podcast. I think that mess they kind of foresaw that taking place because of what was starting up again, right? So instead of letting that ride out and be a problem again, I think they did it. I don't think it was the most tasteful way to do it, but I do believe that it was like an aftermath situation. Like they went ahead and they added that at the end. It wasn't planned until like a last minute thing. So they threw it in there, kind of like, let's rip the freaking
Well,
band-aid
because of the
before this
rumors and
starts up
shit,
again. So
it's
for
just better to
me,
get done with it.
the insiders, right? The freaking media that put out there all this nonsense, they saw it coming again and they wanted to get ahead of it. I blame them for the way that they went ahead and did this. And I don't I think it is what it is. I was not expecting it in that way, but I understand it. If you see social media starting up again, they've made comments, they've been out there, they've said, here we go. You never know what you're going to get. It is true. It's like one day Xbox good, next day Xbox bad, right? And it's this narrative that they want to put out there in control. So when it's to that point, you want to kind of do your own thing and say, okay, this is on us. This is how we're doing it. Jeff Keighley really enjoyed that moment. You saw it kind of like the way he turned to like present it to everyone and soak in that moment. And it wasn't
It's
it
for nothing because the
yeah.
moment is a nothing burger. You know what I'm
But
saying? Like, there's
again, when
no
I
moment. Like, they
yes,
get all gassed up and they're like, "Oh, look at what happened," but who the fuck cares?
no one had a problem
Indiana
with
Jones
Doom,
is not
right?
owned by Xbox. Nobody was confused and thought to themselves, "Man, Xbox owns this shit. It's a third-party IP. It was already gonna be multi-platform beforehand. They made the deal. It's clearly a deal that was worked out. They don't go back to renegotiate for worse terms,
No,
right? That
I mean
doesn't
that would
make
be
any sense. That's not
stupid.
business, right? Like, you don't go back and be like, "Hey, we hustled you and negotiated with you and we got down to full exclusivity from no exclusivity, right? But now we decided actually we're gonna go back. You know what I'm saying? Let's renegotiate because now we're gonna do a 6 month. No,
That's
no, that's not
ridiculous.
what
So
happens. They just didn't announce the fact that they announced it as exclusive is all they needed to do. Now you saw the fact that we heard it in the trials and shit, right? So they knew there was exclusivity, but like you would think that it would be a like more accepted thing because of the fact that we know that like Bethesda is not necessarily a exclusive, machine for Xbox, right? Same thing for, ABK, right? These things are not, meant for that, right? Now, did Xbox when they had just Bethesda, was the idea most likely to have more exclusives that were just exclusives, like a balance more? Maybe. I think after the ABK deal, I think they're going to see a lot less of that coming out of a Bethesda. I think there's still going to be certain games that are, but I just think that at the end of the day, we just understand that they spent $70 billion on, ABK, and they are putting themselves in a new place. Before ABK, they were in one place. This is a whole new bracket of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at what we just talked. Like the topic of this show, they have 20 IP that they own, that is their IP, that is have all made over $1 billion,
And PlayStation doesn't have
and PlayStation has
one.
0. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
that's wild. So when you wanna talk about number 1, I mean, what are we talking about here?
Agreed. Agreed.
I'm
I mean,
so confused.
it's a way different situation. 500 million active users,
But that's
over
why
500 million.
at the end of the
Come
day,
on,
that's
man.
why PlayStation is hurting, right? This whole what qualifies as number 1, it should be the money that's coming in, right? But apparently it's not. So, we'll see. We'll see how this all plays out. But again, this was Indiana Jones was a freaking win for them, right? For Xbox to go ahead and have it exclusive for X amount of time, get the holiday wave, have it in Game Pass. Like, these are all wins. However the ponies want to frame it, I mean, that it is what it is, right? But that's why you kind of have to go not on a emotional rampage, because that's what people like to do, right? They want to find every excuse they can to go and have, which I find so ridiculous, to go and have a meltdown on social media, like have somebody to blame for something. Um, it's freaking weird. I don't understand it, but I understand that this is what takes place and this is what they do. Once you kind of get an idea of how they operate out there and what they're looking for and the waves they're trying to cause, you kind of are more level-headed to kind of go ahead and say, okay, well, hold on. I'm hearing all this nonsense. Let me go to what I know and understand the situation, right?
I mean, it just is what it is. And now,
Or make
I
sense of
mean,
it.
look, the reality is that for us over here on Xbox, every time one of these other games that are not our games, that were like, oh my god, look at this, our first party core Xbox game, studio game, right? Like, oh my god, this is like, wow, Halo Gear. No, none of these games are more than likely going anywhere. But all these other games that do go, again, like, look at what's happening right now. Let me tell you something. I uh, Until I started making fun of the ponies for funding us, dude, this game felt like it just dropped on Xbox only. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt like an exclusive to me because of the fact that I got it in Game Pass. I get to experience this game like none of these other people out there do. And it's a huge fucking W, bro. And then after that moment passes by, then it's like, oh shit, that's right. All these other people are gonna play it, and all those other people are funding us, bro. Like, they're funding our hobby, right? And again, you can say it how you want to, but if you're in Game Pass, if you have Game Pass, that's 100% what they are doing. If you have Game Pass, right? They are funding your hobby. They are continuing to spend money so that you can receive more and more games. And we have seen nothing but that take place. Every show that Xbox does, let me ask you, Do they say, "Nah, we have enough. We're not gonna add any more games to Game Pass because we have enough?" Or in every single that they do they go ahead and announce new games coming to Game Pass?
Every show. Every show.
Every show, new games are announced for Game Pass day and date. Beautiful. I think that tells you everything you need to know, right?
You gotta
Again,
keep feeding the beast.
if PlayStation has a game that does extremely well, right? It doesn't change their life, right? It doesn't. It just means, okay, we can just keep going, right?
Well,
But
I mean,
you're not getting more from that. We already know Sony and PlayStation are scaling back on gaming, right? They're scaling their games back. They're recycling assets from PlayStation 4 generation nonstop. The engines from PlayStation 4, they're not updating this stuff. They're taking the same old games, putting them at 4K or come on, man.
I know. I know. It's so ridiculous to entertain
oh
the
my god.
idea
On
that they're putting
1080 or
yeah.
1280 or 865p
It's all
and then
lies.
upscaling to
Yep.
4K, but that's what they're doing, right? I mean, shit, at this point, they should find a way to add the pisser to the PlayStation 4. Save them even more, you know what I'm saying? Like you get even more people to play your games if you kept on PlayStation 4 because we know most of the players that you have are still over there, right? So I don't know. These people are funny in the way that they like to try to push things and try to push their bullshit narratives to create this space where Xbox is looked upon like they're not in the game. Motherfucker, 20, 20 IP
Or self-sufficient,
over
right?
a billion.
I
Come
I
on,
I
man.
just I don't understand the nonsense that it's put out there as if Xbox needs to put their games on other platforms to go ahead and make money, right? Versus what we're looking over at the other side, right? I mean, we can only hope that this Call of Duty 30% puts a little patch on that on the freaking Concord laws that they took, right? It doesn't I get it. The ponies are trying to cope with, spending the money on Call of Duty, right? They're trying to feel better about the fact that they don't have any games and there's the situation that they're in. And that Hiroki himself said that they're going to scale back and go ahead and kind of put them on a budget. And that was before Concord. So, I mean, if you can't see what's happening, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Personal problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a personal
At
problem.
that point, there's nothing that can be said, really.
It's the truth. Now, I do see this conversation. Sony does own the Spider-Man IP, says aggressive oatmeal memes. Even Disney has to parlay with them about it. So that's a negative. They do not own the Spider-Man IP in any way, shape, or form, not even close to the truth. They own the exclusive rights to produce movies based off the IP that Disney owns, right? So Spider-Man is owned by Disney, only owned by Disney. Sony has nothing to do with that outside of owning the rights to make the game. I mean, I'm sorry, to make the movie. They don't
Yeah.
even have the right to make the game.
No.
They did work out some type of deal to again because it's all about desperation. They can't create their own shit, so they did work out a deal from my understanding that they're the only ones, at least right now, who can make a Spider-Man game that is just about Spider-Man, but Spider-Man is free to be in any ensemble game like the what was those what's those games that
Yep. I forget the name,
the
but
fuck's the
yeah.
name of the game? The one that was on the Switch that came out not too long, I
It's
mean, a
like
while ago.
the loop around to get Spider-Man on other,
Ultimate Alliance.
yeah, on other
Marvel's
platforms.
Marvel's Ultimate Alliance.
MCU,
Yeah. He's they're over there, right? Also
our
in
people. Let's go.
yeah, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Yeah, so that they don't have the rights. It's just part of the things that they work with, right? Like they get these basically the same thing that they do with these games that they buy these exclusive terms with, right? It's the same thing. They just constantly are re-upping it, right? But that being said, the homie Creed 20 Blaster,
Creed,
my dude, thank you for
what's
being here,
up?
bro. Appreciate you,
Thank you,
man. Thank you for that
love.
€6 super chat, homie. Says, by the way, is Call of Duty Black Ops 6 120 FPS? It runs great on Xbox. Yes, 100%. It is 120 FPS. And I don't know. I don't have the Digital Foundry skill of counting and telling you exactly what it is, but I can tell you that 120 FPS on a nice TV that we were playing it on looks phenomenal. I don't see any nasty on it. It looks fucking great. So
Yeah,
doesn't look blurry, doesn't
smooth.
look shit, looks fucking clear as fuck. It looks way more clear than the 60 FPS mode does. So and that's just because you're doubling up the frames, so you're seeing more in every second. So looks fantastic, and yes, it is 120 FPS. I know people are confused because you know they're wondering why is it possible to have Black Ops 6 that looks so amazing run on an Xbox console at 120 FPS, yet you need a Pisser Pro
Yeah,
to
because
run their bootlegged games at 60 FPS. I'm just saying it's real
they
weird.
the Xbox doesn't have the pisser in it, so they're confused. They're confused,
They're confused.
because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pisser's better
Uh,
than a PC. So it's like, guys, come
yeah,
on.
5090.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? 50
they're
90.
just trying to process the situation. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, yeah. Even though on their own shit, I mean, I was gonna show it a little later, but I guess it doesn't matter. On their own shit, the new Horizon remaster, right? They put out a list for PC, right? The specs,
Yeah.
right? Now we know for a fact that the pisser is not running anything at native resolution, right? Nothing at native, right? Everything is below, and then the pisser upscales it to look clearer, right? So on their own shit,
What a
they say you
name.
need a 4080 to play Horizon at 4K 60 native. Now, the pisser can't do that. So already, the 4080 is fucked. But then it goes down to the next level, which is like 1440p native at 60 FPS. And even then, we know that the pisser does not go to the 1440p native for the most part. And that, even if it could do that, that's a 3060 or something like that that was on there. I think I have it somewhere. I can show it. But yeah,
It's
so
not
let's
looking
just
good.
say that the pisser ain't looking great. All right. That whole piece, come on, man.
Who would have
Stop
thought?
embarrassing
Who
yourself.
would have thought?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I think we did, right? We did.
Yeah.
The homie Will Bro Boy Lewis, my dude. Thank you both for being here, man. Thank you for that
Yo,
$5 super chat.
well.
Says probably half of PlayStation first party game sales aren't sales at all. They're just games bundled with the console. Fa- Big facts. Big facts. That's probably that's I was man, that is so true. That's probably a big contributing factor to the fact that these games even have the sales numbers that they do. But that's why none of them get up to that Billy mark. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in another, maybe in another, 2 generations, the games will finally start getting up there, the franchises, you know what I'm saying? But at that
Don't
point,
give
we'll
them
have
hope like
20
that. See,
well,
that's just evil.
at that point, we'll have
Come on.
20 $2 billion franchises. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just be clear. And to be clear, I think if I'm not mistaken, some of these games have generated uh more than a billion, more than 2 billion, more than 3 billion. Some games that they have that are in this list have generated upwards of 4 billion. So yeah, let's just let's just keep it moving. We don't want the ponies to cry too much. We haven't actually started our topic yet. The homie Wobo Boy is back with another $5 super chat, man.
Yo,
Appreciate you,
thank
homie.
you, Will.
Says saw Pony try to claim Astro Playroom had over 60 million in sales, quote unquote, because it was given out with every PlayStation console sold. That's some crack shit to say. You know what though? I love when ponies say stupid shit like this
Yeah.
because all it does is expose how dumb they are. You know what I'm saying? Like how ridiculous they are, right? But I mean, good. Let them keep going with their bullshit narratives. It's the people they follow. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that they have those narratives on their own. I don't think that dude thought of that. It's because he watches some pony YouTuber who tries to make them
Self-soothe.
believe this shit,
Self-soothe.
and then this is what happens, right? Cage Feeler, thank you both for being here. Thank you for that
Hey,
$2 super
what's up,
chat.
baby?
Says Mr. Debauchery
Jersey
here.
boy.
CMoney versus Ray Ray versus Tyrion Lannister. Okay, so I know Ray Ray, but joke's on you if you thought that it was a burn that you said Tyrion Lannister, because I don't know who the fuck that is. So no burn for you, my friend. All right. I dodged that shit. I have no idea who the fuck that is or what that is. Is that a person or is it a creature?
Oh, look at that.
Yep. So yeah, listen, I'm seeing listen, I want the I want the proof. I see Varun Kai Spy says Gran Turismo is the only one I'm pretty sure. Show me. Show me where. Pity says God of War and Gran Turismo. How can God of War only sold like 60 or 70 or 80, it's like 60 or 70 million copies as a franchise? How does that equal a billion? Do the math. Tell me. You know what I'm saying? Do the math. I don't know how much these games cost. Like, what do you think people are paying for these games? But back in the day, they were paying 50 for the God of War games that came out back in the day. And again, uh, every place that I look, there's nothing even close. Nothing has done over 100 million in sales. 100, not $100 million, 100 million copies again. So it easy at $100 million. I'm sorry, 100 million copies. In order to do that, you need to spend a little more. You know what I'm saying? Does the math don't math that way, right? It's just not what it is. So, I mean, let me know. Again, I'm be happy to look at my Twitter or my Discord. All right. And who's this? There we go. C4 Skills. I see you on Discord. You are getting, I'm gonna give it to you right now, bro.
Oh, let's go.
So let me grab it. Shout out to the homie Right You Are Gaming
Right, you are.
for
Thank you so
sending it.
much, bro. That's awesome.
I can. Oh, it was on Discord that he sent it to me. My bad. Right you are. Here we go. Bam. Okay, got it here. Take this. Copy. No. Can I copy a can I copy a picture? Let me see. Control B. Nope. Cannot.
Got it?
No. I mean it's there. I just want to get it done. So I'm gonna do this.
Oh, welcome. He was joining for the first time. That's awesome.
That's dope. Okay, can I just grab the what can I do with this? Oh man. All right. All right. Well, C4 Skills, I'm gonna send it to you later. The fact that you're on Discord, we're good now. I'll just send it there. I thought I could just copy and paste this bitch, but my homie. Oh, wait. I could forward. Haha. Dunzo. Boom shakalaka. There we
There
go.
you go.
You have it, my friend.
Enjoy. That's
Enjoy, man. Shout
awesome.
out to the
Again,
homie
shout
Right You
out
Are
to Right
Gaming,
You
bro.
Are. Thank you so much, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Yeah, so by the way, I am waiting. Okay. So if you want to send it to me on Discord, if you want to send it to me on Twitter, show me where the sales show that any of these franchises have done it because I have not received any such beast. Um, sorry. Um, all right, all right, all right. We do have we do have
CMoney versus text messages? We do have. Yo, Rashawn in the building. How you doing today? Jago 6. Jago 6 says Halo alone is a $12 billion franchise. Thank you, Razer Ultron. That's exactly what happened. See money versus Discord took you down. See money versus copying and paste.
that was a that
That's
was
what
a
took
that
him
was a
down.
real one.
We cracked the code.
That was a real one. That
That's
was a
what
real
happened.
issue. Yeah, that one was a bitch. It was crazy. Um, okay. All right. Let's go ahead and hop in to uh
Main topic.
the main topic. Yeah. All right. I got you. Get the Wait, did I grab it? Son of a bitch. I thought I put it there, but I didn't. Yeah, I saw somebody write that generated 1 billion in revenue. I don't know about that. That in the first 36 hours. I think that was just some random
For
post.
COD.
Yeah, somebody wrote that 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 COD already sold 1 billion in the first 36 hours. Says over 20 million units sold. But there's just I couldn't find anyone out of this random person who wrote that. So that's why I didn't kind of jump on that because not that it won't. I just doesn't sound like it's happened quite yet. All right. All right. I got it here. So I'm gonna do this. Go here. Let me add this here. Um share screen here. Boom. Done. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Oh wait. Son of a bitch. What? This is where. There we go. Now I got it. Okay. So get my stamp right here. One. CN. Okay. All right. So, as it says here, Xbox confirms they have 20 IP that made over $1 billion. That is from Satya Nadella. I'm gonna bring it up here. Um, there was a I have Tom Warren put this post together and he clipped some things, but the one we're going to worry about is the Xbox One. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella has published his annual shareholders letter. Again, this is where people I think get confused. They think that Satya said, "Hey, news outlets, I'm writing a letter for you." Whether it's going to get clipped or not, that's not his focus on this letter. He's talking to his annual shareholders. Okay. And he says, here are some key snippets for gaming, AI security, and devices. You can read the full letter here. I would check the full letter because I think that's the other part that they left out. Um, Actually, let me just see if it's easily broken broken into. Let me see. Hold on.
And
Just do this real
by
quick.
the way, we had discussed this because we kind of got deep into the the PlayStation IP. We were talking about Spider-Man 2 with Hargeet, and we were talking about how the sales, the initial sales, how it just kind of barely broke even because of how much they spend on the marketing and how much they spend making these games.
Exactly.
We're talking over 300 million just to make Spider-Man 2, and everything else that's added on what the money that goes to Disney for the licensing. There's a lot there that before they start making revenue or start making profit.
Agreed.
Exactly. Powerball says it right here. He says Spider-Man 2 still hasn't broken even. So it's just it's a lot more than the eye can see when they want to fluff up these numbers and make it seem um like it's something it's not, especially when we have the numbers out there of how much it's gonna cost them to make, the games, right?
Agreed 100%. Agreed 100%. All right. So I went to the actual article to see if there was any more than what Tom Warren uh clipped out of it. And in this particular letter, no, I don't see anything more
Alright,
than
let's get
what he
into it.
clipped. So let's just look at what he did so it could save
If you
the
guys saw the
energy.
letter and there's something else that we don't have out here, just hit us up. Let us know. Go ahead.
Absolutely. All right. So we have here the gaming section where he makes the comment. So it says here, we are bringing great games to more people on more devices with our acquisition of Activision Blizzard King, which closed October 2023. We've
Wow.
added hundreds of millions of players to our ecosystem. We now have 20 franchises that have generated over 1 billion in lifetime revenue, from Candy Crush, Diablo, and Halo to Warcraft, Elder Scrolls, and Gears of War. Mm. Love how there are billion-dollar franchises that are native to Xbox, right? Like, it's not like,
It's not the
understand,
ABK deal, guys. It's not
it's
the ABK
the
deal.
ABK deal adds a whole bunch. And Bethesda added some games, but Xbox also already achieved that, right? Like that was already a thing that they did. So it says, and with Xbox Cloud Gaming, we continue to innovate to offer players more ways to experience the games they love, where, when, and how they want. Finally, we brought 4 of our fan favorite titles to Nintendo Switch and Sony PlayStation for the first time as we continue to extend our content to new platforms. You know, that see, this is the thing. It's just funny because when I read this, the first thing I read that I was like, "Oh shit," is the fact that they have the 20 franchises, right? Like the fact that they have these massive IP that just fucking kick ass, right? But everybody wanted to focus on the last sentence, which is the one that we already fucking knew, right? Forever. We brought 4 of our fan favorite titles to Nintendo Switch and PlayStation for the first time as we continue to extend our content to new players. That's old news. We've already been there, right? We already know this shit. We're done. The 20 franchises is fire, right? Now, the cool thing is that there's another person who went ahead and actually um listed 17 of them. I don't know I because I don't know all the franchises that this is uh that actually are the $1 billion franchises, but there's 17 here. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Um, Derek Strickland says in October 2023, I guess that Microsoft had around $17 billion franchises. They actually have 20 separate video game franchises that have each made at least 1 billion. One of these franchises has made Jesus Christ. One of these franchises has made over
Damn.
31 billion dollars. Mm. Okay, so if we go to the actual channel, to the actual website, he does go ahead and list the 17 that he already has here. So let's go here. Okay, so this is also what's crazy. I read this too. I was like, oh shit. It's interesting. He says what's most interesting that as of October 23, during a Q1's earning call, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella said Xbox had around 13 franchises of this caliber.
Oh, wow.
So after Xbox acquired ABK, that
ABK,
added
yeah.
the other 7. So they had 13 before ABK. So it says with Activision Blizzard King, we will now add significant depth to our content portfolio. We will have not no, that's not true. So he said we will have $13 billion plus franchises from Candy Crush, Diablo, Halo to Warcraft, Elder Scrolls, and Gears. So they they thought they would have that means since they purchased ABK in October 2023, 7 other games have gone ahead and
Yep.
surpassed $1 billion as a franchise. That's post acquisition, right? That's wild. So these are the franchises that he lists here. Halo, obviously, Minecraft, Forza, Age of Empires, Flight Simulator, Gears of War, Call of Duty, Candy Crush, Warcraft, Diablo, Overwatch, Guitar Hero, Tony Hawk, Crash Bandicoot, The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and Doom. That's 17. Now, I don't know if you guys have any that you can add that you might think would qualify the other 3, but he said 20. They have 20. I wonder if there's some other mobile franchise that they may
That's
have,
possible.
that outside of Candy Crush that has done it. Um, but that's it. No matter how you cut it, that's
Okay, hold on.
fucking impressive.
Let's see. Power Boss, I see you. I see you, love. Let's see. Power Boss says, I don't see it, Power. Says I got you, see money. Maybe
Check
he
GDMs. Okay, I'm here. I see DMs. Yeah. That he sent me the same list. Yeah, from Tweetown.
this one. Okay.
Yep. Unless this is a different I'll open it up, see if this is a different one, but I think this is no, this is the same one. So he has 17 listed. I hate these ads. Um, so 17 listed. Are we missing any here? I mean, obviously we are. There's 3. Which ones? I don't know. I don't
So
I don't
so
know.
Primo Drake says Skylanders made a
Ooh,
billion. Oh my
yes,
gosh,
yes.
Skylanders
Skylanders is the other.
was
Damn,
fire.
I would love for them to bring that back though.
Right?
I would love for them to bring that back.
They got crazy with the figurines.
They really did. Okay, so Skylanders is the other one. So we're missing 2.
So Ida Crawl says Sea of Thieves might be.
Sea of
Um
Thieves? I feel
I,
like they would have announced that.
yeah, I feel like special yeah. Yeah, especially since they were talking about games that are bigger than the platform and all this other stuff. I think if Sea of Thieves was one of them, I feel like they would have thrown it in there just to
Yeah, I
kind
feel
of
like it would
show
have
the
been
world,
announced. Yeah,
right?
like that would have been announced that that had happened, I think. Um, I'm also
So Rashawn says COD Mobile hit a billion, just the mobile side,
that's
like
wild.
separately, you know?
Yeah, but I also would think that um I also think that's just included in Call of Duty as a franchise, right? So even though that one game did it, I would assume that just rolled right in to the other one. So, um, yeah, I don't
Zach, I was shocked too. Shocked
Yeah,
that
Guitar Hero
Guitar
is right
Hero's
there.
on that list.
Yeah, yeah, Guitar Hero. I mean, Guitar Hero was fucking huge.
It
You know
was.
what I'm
It was
saying?
fun. It was fun.
Like it was a big thing. I mean, it spawned a whole, you know, uh kind of new music genre in gaming with the fucking to actually have the guitar. Rock Band came from all that. Like it's
Yeah. Rock Band had you thinking you can play the drums. That
thinking.
was something.
No, Rock Band showed you that I could play the drums.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That is the reality. Um, okay, so
Edward's asking, did Spyro bring the billion?
I mean, theoretically it could. I mean, it's been out forever. I mean, it was pretty big. I mean, Crash was obviously the franchise that was the bigger franchise, but I mean, Spiral was also pretty damn big. So I could definitely see that.
Man, what's good, baby? Cage wants to remind the world, see money versus drums. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, like a boss, see money
Okay.
versus drums. You know what I'm saying? Cagefield in the building. Want that $2 super chat, man? Appreciate your homie. Says I'll be nice. Good morning, my faves in chat. See money, imp.
What?
Wow, wow, imp. God damn.
I love he said that he'll be nice.
Immediately, immediately shitted on it.
Music 72 says, wow, don't take that diss, see money.
It's abuse. It's abuse.
Think we need
Oh
to
my
we need
god.
to give Music 72 a wrench.
Yeah, right. Snipe, snipe. I pity PlayStation Peasant says, "LOL." Banjo? Definitely not. Definitely not. Banjo is not the dude. Oh, Hearthstone. Hearthstone from Blizzard might be one. Overwatch. I don't know if. Oh, he already listed Overwatch. Hearthstone might. That actually might because that was big. That was big. Um, Flight Simulator. It is on the list. He already put Flight Simulator on that list. So part of the 17 is there. Oh, Hearthstone is Valve. But don't they have a card? I thought they had a card game. Maybe they don't. Yeah, I don't know exactly. You guys keep thinking on it. All right. You guys keep thinking on it. But the point still stands that they are doing huge things. Now, the homie, God damn it, what was his name who told us to just check the Twitter? We clicked it before.
Oh, shoot.
He told me to check Twitter. He sent me the Satya thing. Um,
It's in on your, it's on the On Point account.
yeah, yeah, I have it
I
here.
remember that.
It's TT. I don't know. I don't know what's his name on YouTube. Um, I just saw it and then I lost it. I
Alright,
apologize.
go ahead. I'll look for
But
it.
let me share it. It's from the Korean Xbox News for Koreans. So Microsoft Annual Report 2024. Okay. Says Satya Nadella also said that providing exclusive game content is one of the important factors that determine the growth of the gaming business.
Here we go.
So,
Found TT.
okay. So,
Baronkai Spy.
oh, Varunkai Spy, the
Yes.
homie. All right, perfect, perfect. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, love.
Um, so this is a separate report. It's not the same report that everyone is quoting or that we just quoted. This is a separate report, but it's still for 2024. So I'll just read it and then we'll get down to the part that people
Alright,
want
let's
to
go.
ignore. So he says our gaming platform is designed to provide a variety of entertainment through a unique combination of content, community, and cloud services. Our game content is developed through a collection of first party studios, creating iconic and differentiated gaming experiences. We continue to invest in new gaming. Oh, that also seems to be um
Left
left
out.
out because we're in 2024. Interesting. He said we continue to invest in new gaming studios and
Oh,
content to
okay.
expand our intellectual property roadmap and leverage new
Damn.
content creators. Ooh, hold on.
How is this
How did
left
we
out?
not
How is
how
this
did
not
we
in
not
there?
see this shit?
Mm.
Interesting. Okay. These unique gaming experiences are the cornerstone of Xbox Game Pass, a subscription service and gaming community with access to a curated library of over 400 first and third party console and PC titles. Dude, I love the fact that he says these unique gaming experiences, the ones that they are developing, their first party studios, their new gaming studios, their new content, their new intellectual property, those are the
Yeah,
new, that is the cornerstone of Xbox Game Pass. What happened?
Hargy heard like through the like I don't know how he just got a
I
vibe
don't
about
know. He just
acquisitions.
showed up.
He just showed up. He's like acquisition season. That's right, Hargy.
Acquisition season, baby. Let's fucking go. No, but this is not it, dog. No, I see somebody say it's from the same. No, it's not the same report. It's not the same
That's
report. I
awesome.
opened up. This is a letter that he wrote that we're quoting. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it. We're gonna go back. And we're gonna go back to the thing that we just talked about. But this is the LinkedIn right here, right? Satya Nadella. This is below. Oh, that's why. Understood. Good job, guys. I didn't read this part. Doesn't me being an asshole. That was a pony move right there. Below is my annual letter published today in our annual reports. And this is the annual report. Let me see. That was the small part. Oh man. This is a lot. No. Okay, here's the rest of it. This is what
Let's
it is.
go.
This is the annual report. Okay. Oh, so this is what they paid out to the dividends, motherfuckers. That's dope. All right. I don't want to go through it because somebody already, obviously, that other part was already clipped. So we won't go through it here. But thank you for pointing out that it was, in fact, from the same article. I did not know.
You
Okay.
guys are dope.
That's dope. That's dope. So this is from the same article. It's just a separate part. The first part was his letter. This is in the actual report that they did. So again, to be fucking clear, guys, this is new shit that they're saying. We continue to invest in new gaming studios. New gaming studios. Like Harky says, acquisition season is in full effect, baby. It's going down.
That's right.
It's going down. Okay. So I already said this part. Okay. The gamer remains at the heart of the Xbox ecosystem.
Let's go.
We are identifying new opportunities to attract gamers across a variety of different endpoints through our first and third party content and business diversification across subscriptions, ads, and digital stores. We've seen new devices from third party manufacturers, along with key PC and mobile endpoints that help us empower gamers to play in a way that is most convenient to them. We are focused on growing the platform and expanding to new ecosystems to engage as many gamers as possible. Xbox enables people to connect and share online gaming experiences that are accessible on Xbox consoles, Windows enabled devices, and other devices. Xbox is designed to benefit users by providing access to a network of certified applications and services, and to benefit our developer and partner ecosystems by providing access to a large customer base. Xbox revenue is mainly affected by subscriptions and sales of first and third party content, as well as advertising. Growth of our gaming business is determined by the overall active user base through Xbox enabled content, availability of games, providing exclusive game content that gamers seek, and the computational power and reliability of the devices used to access our content and services, and the ability to create new experiences. Mm. Mm, mm, mm.
Mhm.
It's funny that they left this whole conversation out. We got
Convenient
new
that they
gaming
left this out.
studios, new intellectual property, exclusive game content is part. Understand that they didn't say, "Oh, we're just going to do exclusive stuff." Growth of our gaming business is determined by these factors, and one of those factors is providing exclusive game content that gamers seek.
Absolutely, absolutely. That
Interesting.
is what makes people go to your ecosystem. Like the fact that people think that they don't understand that, it's like what makes them sound so fucking stupid. Like the fact that this is a $1 trillion company and they like be acting as if they don't know business is wild. Not liking to have exclusives and understanding that you need exclusives are two different things.
That's so, you know, I love the fact that he came out and said that. And I feel like Xbox is very responsive to what they see out in these streets. And I know like people come out and they say, "Well, why don't they just come out and say it?" Right? Like, why don't you come out and say that there's going to be exclusive games, or what's exclusive, what's not? And it's like, motherfucker, first of all, they don't owe you shit, right? They
No,
can say
this
what
is
they
how
want to
they
say.
but who the fuck does that though? Like, does anybody no one's asking for answers from PlayStation. No one's asking Nintendo tell us now exactly how your business is gonna play out for the next 3 years or for life. Because by the way, it's like a bleeding fucking contract that they want from these people. Where like, well, no, you're sworn to this for life, right? And beyond, right? Once you're gone, everybody else needs to follow suit with what you're saying now. That's how they hold Xbox, right? And like
100%.
I don't see them asking for answers about games to any other fucking platform. But they do give you and keep you involved. This is clear as day. It's just not for those who don't want to hear it and want to continue to question things.
Facts. It's true. It's true. This is a wild situation where we get to come over here and have it spelled out, right? Have it spelled out. But see what happens when they spell it out? Nobody pays attention, right? It's
That's the
ignored.
thing. No one wants to
It's
hear
ignored.
it. They're gonna go ahead and be selective and put out there whatever suits them or whatever they're planning to get to, whatever's gonna get them clicks. So if you're playing these games, it is what it is. But like that's the problem. Don't go out there sounding ignorant as if you're not getting answers when they're being pretty transparent, in my opinion. Now, they talked about buying studios again, and we've been excited. We've talked about this. Yes, for us, it's never enough, right? It's not enough. Go ahead and buy and continue to grow and continue to expand because we want more games in Game Pass, right? It's so that mentality of like, oh, what else do you want them to freaking get? They bought enough. They shouldn't be buying. Of course they should. They should continue to freaking
That's a
buy.
pony narrative,
That
man.
it's
That's a pony ass narrative,
yes.
bro.
That's a poor man's mentality. You don't go out there and say we want to be the Disney of gaming and say, well, you know what? We've done enough, right? This is where we quit. No, obviously they're investing money, so some of these IPs are going to be multi-plat. Yes, so they are going to continue to put games on other platforms, just like Call of Duty is continuing to be on other platforms. Freaking Minecraft did the same thing. Doom is going everywhere. Indie is a time exclusive, right? But there's also the exclusive freaking IP that we have, and it's like they want it all spelled out. It's like, come on, man. Come on. They're not going to damage the brand, but you also can't be sitting there expecting that they are getting these other freaking studios and they're just going to lock them in completely. Some will, but there are
Yeah.
some that won't.
It's just they are so big and they're providing so much that it's clear. Like I'm sorry, but we can kind of look at it from all different ways. But at the end of the day, you can talk shit about Xbox all you want. Oh, and they're big and consolidation and blah 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 blah. But they're the only people who actually give a fuck about the industry.
Yeah.
Like they actually give a fuck about the industry. Like you can see like that clip we played the other day that Clute had clipped from Phil Spencer, who came out and said, "We're not trying to do slimy fucking shit to get you to stick, somewhere." It's like, go fucking play the game where you want to play. And they're not being, bitches about it, right? Like they didn't look at this as a, hey, I'm gonna take Call of Duty away from people to get
But
them to buy my box. You know why? Because the box doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. We already talked on Friday night show that they still probably lose money on the box. And if they don't lose money, they make very little. So it's not a huge, like, oh my God, we need you to get the box. They want you to be a Game Pass subscriber on PC or buy the games on PC. They want you to buy the game on Steam. Bro, Black Ops 6 is number one on Steam, or I think Counter-Strike finally kind of went back up top, but it was number one and number two. But it was number one on the day that it launched, right? And then number two on Steam after Counter-Strike. And unlike these other places, Counter-Strike does stupid numbers every day of their lives. So um part of why they get to keep things going over there so easily.
I
But
mean, and it
it's
makes
just the
sense. It
reality. It
makes
means
sense for
something.
them to not make that much money on the box. This is not a PlayStation 5, guys. This was future proof for the whole generation, right? We don't even need a fucking refresh. We don't need a pisser. Pisser's just trying to catch up with the X, and that's the problem. It should have been a freaking update to the PlayStation 5. Simple.
Facts. Facts. Yeah, I mean, look, it's just a reality, right? That this game is killing it, and Xbox understands that it doesn't need to isolate Xbox from the world in order to be successful. If anything, let's not play stupid and let's call it what it is. Xbox has played that game for a long time and it didn't change anything, right? It didn't change anything because at the end of the day, most of those people who buy PlayStations are already embedded in that mindset. So they just buy the stuff. So if you never allow them to try some of your games, you're never going to get anybody to come over and you're never going to see that money. So yes, there are games that are never going to go over. That's why he says that still with exclusive content on Xbox. But taking a Call of Duty now that has been everywhere, but now people are seeing Xbox marketing associated with it. They see Activision actively marketing Xbox alongside of it. I mean, this is what's going to be the difference maker for Microsoft and Xbox for the future, right? This is what it is. So all these IP that they're owning, right? They're owning it. They're not hoarding it away. They didn't buy a ABK to take the games away that are already out there, right? And if ABK comes out and makes another multiplayer focused game, it's going to go everywhere, right? Like they're not they understand the different types of games and what they are, and the different IPs and what they are. And they want to go ahead and make as much money as possible. And again, I know that people come out here and they try to tell us why. Why do you care about what Xbox makes or what Microsoft makes? And we've said it a million times, but it's worth saying because it's so stupid that people keep asking, right? They keep asking. So clearly, there's some type of deficiency happening in their ability to understand what is being said, right? Like that's the problem. So you understand that on Xbox, when they make money, we are making more money as as a consumer. I look like I get paid when I got a new game in my Xbox that I didn't in Game Pass that I didn't have to buy. You know what I'm saying? This saves me money. Black Ops 6 saved me money, right? I would have bought the $70 version, maybe the 100. Honestly, if this game wasn't in Game Pass and I played that beta and did all that stuff the way I did, and then I would have bought the $100 version, right? So this game saved me $70 because I upgraded to the Vault Edition. All right. Um, oh yeah. Go ahead.
Never mind.
No,
Never mind.
you were muted because the
I was
echo.
mute. That's fine. I'm not going back into what
No,
I
you
was
gotta go in.
saying.
They're all waiting.
No,
No,
no.
you have to.
Look.
No,
Dark Angelic says pony sabotage.
yeah,
Muted.
go ahead. Say
No.
it.
See,
No, they
muted
want to
me.
hear it.
That was CMoney sabotage right there.
No, it's
I
their
can't go
mic.
back into that mentality. You failed our people. Look
I
what you've
didn't feel
done. You
anybody.
did. You
No,
did.
it was the mic was echoing. Go
Mm.
ahead.
I didn't hear anybody complain about an echo. And there you go
I heard the echo.
with your
Go ahead.
mess.
They're all waiting to find out.
Mm.
Go
The
ahead.
moment's gone.
How's it going? It's there. They're all look at it. Everybody's saying we need to hear it.
Rachel Altron did the math. He's got the math locked down over here.
That's bad.
Exactly.
That's bad math.
Exactly. Holding
That's
me
bad
back.
math. That was not sabotage. Wow. Listen, that was not sabotage. Okay. That was not sabotage. Listen, we were talking about the fact that these people, right? They come out here and they talk shit, but Xbox is different, right? Is that what I said? I don't even fucking remember it. See,
See,
look,
there you
Ghost
go.
Fixer said there was an echo for sure. See,
Oh,
see, he said
okay.
echo,
All
echo,
right.
sure. You
All
know what I'm
right.
saying? I
All
think
right.
he's mocking me, but it's the truth. Okay, it's the truth.
Exactly. Look at how he reads things conveniently. That's definitely a fucking mock, all right? See?
No, see, Gun Griffin said he heard the echo. You see? Thank you, Gun Griffin. Appreciate you.
Where's the echo now? Because I'm unmuted.
Well, I had to get it got fixed. It got
Okay.
fixed.
Okay. How?
Listen, they all have been here and heard your mic echoing me. All right. So I
Okay.
had to
All
mute
right.
it because I heard it, but it got
Well,
fixed and then it
listen, when
unfixed.
you have to choose what's most important for them to hear and know, probably mute your mic.
Wow. That is cut me deep. Cut me real deep. Cut me. Riley Killer was like, I thought my headphones broke. Oh shit. God
Yeah.
damn. All right. Let's get back to pre-mute
Go ahead. Go ahead.
situation. All right. So yes. So again, the point is that these people they act as if they don't know why, right? They keep bringing it up, right? They keep bringing it up about why do we care that Xbox is making the money, right? Why do we care? And the reason is simple. It's been the same since the whole time. We've said it multiple times, but like even with acquisitions, right? Why we get excited for acquisitions versus if Sony had an acquisition, right? Sony acquiring a studio doesn't mean shit, right? We've already seen it play out, right? All these studios that they bought are either closing, firing a shit ton of people. Like it's just getting bought by Sony is like a death sentence, right? They don't have the money to make you bigger and stronger, right? They're just hoping that whatever you do, they can milk from you. They buy you like they buy cows. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just to milk you until you don't produce any more milk. You know what I'm saying? This just is what it is.
They
And
wear you the
that's
fuck
reality.
out. They shouldn't be allowed to buy anything else. They shouldn't be allowed to make
Facts.
fucking gaming decisions. A gaming company that can't make a motherfucking game should not be trusted with any type of money. Listen, when they were in trouble in the beginning, I was like, you know what? They need someone to invest. They need a company to come in and help them out. After seeing Concord, fuck that shit. They should not be allowed to go ahead and try to figure out what works and what doesn't. These motherfuckers don't know a damn thing about gaming. They need guidance. They need people to come in and guide them. And it's not those motherfuckers in there. That positive, toxic bullshit that they have going on for the people that they're doing it for, they're not the right people to be boosting egos for and shit like that. This needs to end. This needs to end. They either need to bring new people to come and freaking figure out what PlayStation needs, or they need to just kind of go ahead and continue to remaster, continue to put out old games. Because can you imagine giving someone else $400 million to go ahead and fund a fucking game? Are you kidding me?
No, not at all. Not at all. But it's the reality. So you go ahead and you look at them, they buy somebody. First of all, they're not making shit with it worthwhile, but even then, as a consumer, I'm not getting a big bonus from this. I'm not getting a deal from this. They're not creating somebody from scratch. They're buying somebody who already exists, which means that IP already exists, which means that game was probably going to be made anyway, and means I'm probably was going to have that game anyway. The fact that it's exclusive, the fact that it's owned doesn't mean shit for a PlayStation player because they still got to pony up, right? They still got to pay. See, over here on the Xbox side, you go ahead. Oh, big boy Mike in the building. What's up, man? See you playing.
Yo, bro. How
you, homie.
Doing today? Yes.
Says, so when Xbox goes ahead and buys a studio, what happens? What have we seen to be the truth? The truth is when they buy a studio, they take a studio who was making a racing game like Playground Games and goes ahead and builds them out to make what looks like one of the best looking games outside of Hellblade, which is Fable, right? Takes them to a new level, creating something that they never created before, but already looks like they're doing it at such a high caliber is insane. And then takes that same studio and opens up a third studio there. So they have three. So they'll have three franchises they'll be able to work on. Like that's what we've seen. And then what happens with all of these games? Every single one of them, which was in doubt, right? We had all these ponies in this media coming out saying Xbox can't put Call of Duty in Game Pass. And they're like, yo, on the trial, like, swear to God, we're gonna put it in Game Pass. They're not gonna put it in Game Pass. No, they can't.
That's
they can't.
Crazy.
It's like, yo, on God.
On God, guys. It's Sunday. I swear.
It's gonna go in Game Pass. No. It will never work. It'll never work. Motherfucker, they put it in there. Okay.
Like bosses, bro. This is the thing. There's no limit. Go ahead. Why do we want them to keep on buying? Because these games are gonna go into Game Pass. Shame on you for not fucking having Game Pass. If you are not taking advantage of the freaking benefits, that's on you. Come on, man. The more they buy, the more games we get in there. That's it. That's all I need to know.
Exactly. That is the investment. That's what that means. So when Xbox buys a studio, when Xbox makes stupid, ridiculous money, they reinvest it, right? You know what's the craziest shit that I saw? And I understand like the way the media is and all this bullshit, and I get it. You know, people are so sad. You know, people get fired. I understand. All right, but Satya Nadella got a crazy, dope, fucking raise. Okay, huge raise, right?
As he should.
As he should, right?
I'm just
So,
saying, as he should.
but this is the thing. People cry, say in a year when they let go all these people, he got a raise. Yeah, bitch. He the company is worth $3 trillion.
And he's doing his job.
He
Look at the
doesn't just do
freaking money
gaming.
that Xbox is bringing in right now. Those people, I'm sorry to tell you, people get fired every freaking day. Y'all want to make a big deal about nonsense? It is what it is. Go ahead, go cry, do whatever the heck it is you need to do to supposedly feel better, or what? To go ahead and put a narrative out there, Xbox bad. At the end of the day, this motherfucker's doing his job, and he probably deserves that freaking raise. From my behalf, he deserves that freaking raise because of all the games I'm getting in Game Pass and the freaking price of the freaking subscription. I'm chilling.
So let's look at the real number real quick, and you can keep going.
Go
But
ahead.
just to be clear, right now, the homies over at Microsoft, all right, just to understand, these motherfuckers have 228,000 people who work for them. Do we understand this number?
That's a lot of people. Now,
228,000 people who work for them. This motherfucker has corralled all these people and gone ahead and took Microsoft to a new level. I'm sorry, but this motherfucker goes ahead and puts in the work, and his accomplishments speak for themselves. So if Homeboy is making more money, yes, we want to keep him fucking going on the same path, keep growing, keep wanting to bust his ass to make sure that they do shit, man. Come on, dude.
look at Xbox now from where it was before, and the changes are ridiculous. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, listen, we're talking about this ABK deal, right? Every time you have you scoop something up, you have a merger, things are bound to happen. People are bound to be let go. This was a freaking company that where they had to come in and kind of clean the house as well. There were plenty of issues going on with ABK before they freaking bought them up. So let's not act like letting people go. It's like this random freaking thing. You also have to, I don't know, and people like to put out there the fact that they need to manage, right? So you do have to let go of the people that are not doing their freaking job. They're also hiring. So what's the problem with that? What's the narrative with that one? Because they're also hiring. They're looking for new talent, right? Because they can afford it. Unlike PlayStation, that they just let people go and let people go and let people go. Where's that going to go? So, I mean, I'm just saying, you want to cry about the nonsense, also celebrate it every time they bring someone in, every time they put a team together.
Agreed.
Keep the same energy.
Agreed. I mean, listen, there's no denying what we as Xbox gamers, as Game Pass subscribers have gained, right? Like it's been ridiculous. Rewind back to 2017 when Game Pass first started, and look at what Game Pass was back then, right? And then fast forward to 7 years later and look at where the fuck we are right now. It's crazy what we have. It's crazy the caliber of what we have. It's crazy that Xbox is not they don't miss. Ever I'm telling you, the best thing that ever fucking happened to Xbox and Phil Spencer outside of Satya and the backing was Redfall. Redfall was the best fucking thing to ever happen to these people because Phil went ahead, had a fall on his sword. He ate that shit. He fucking dealt with the bullshit. And we said it back then. We said it back then, and it's still staying. We haven't been disproven. We said it back then. After Redfall and what took place, they will not let a game come out that just is not good, quote unquote. Even though I feel Redfall was good, it wasn't what people expected, right? It failed to reach those, heights that they wanted it to, right? So it got a lot of bad reviews, got a lot of shit for it. Ever since then, nothing they released has been bad in any way, shape, or form. Everything has been fucking tip of the fucking like phenomenal game, right? Obviously, we know that the ponies out here, you can't take them serious in the pony media calling fucking Starfield a 7. They could go suck their own cocks. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Which they probably do on,
well, if they were
every other
flexible
day or
enough, they
something.
probably would,
Yeah.
right? We know
Yeah.
they're definitely it's not
They've
long
tried
enough
for
to do
sure.
it.
I'm sure they've
So they
tried.
definitely have to be able to fold
Yeah.
completely in half in order to at least get their tongue on it. But the reality is, okay, that needed to happen so that they can reach a new level of quality, right? They needed to get to a point where Phil doesn't give a fuck. He's not letting games come out that are not ready to come out.
Exactly. Exactly. He's also setting new standards and rules, right? You can imagine buying, these big companies and you're like, okay, well, I kind of don't want to step on their toes. We have to have some type of like let them do their own thing. There are egos involved, right? After Redfall happened, fuck that shit. If I'm the one who's gonna who's gonna fall on that sword, then I need to go ahead and check everything, right? Things have to be monitored. Let's put it that way. So Racer Ultron, I want to go to Racer Ultron because he says something very important. Redfall, not good at launch, but they fixed a lot since. Absolutely. Let me ask you a question. Concord did not hit at launch. What happened to that?
How long did it take to fix Concord? 2
Yeah.
weeks? They took 2 weeks to fix it
So
because they deleted that motherfucker. 'Cause it
exactly,
shouldn't have been
exactly.
shouldn't have been
So
created.
Redfall was what needed to happen, right? To go ahead and turn the page and get things going right and take the time that they needed, no matter what kind of pressure they're under or people are trying to hit them with. I don't know that PlayStation is going to go ahead and prevail in any way after freaking Concord. I don't see them going ahead and getting their shit together. They're not freaking fighters. They never had to be. That was a pretend freaking number one trophy. The thing about Xbox is that they have the mentality of winners never quit, right? You don't freaking stop.
You don't. You don't. It's true. It's true.
Did PlayStation try to figure out? Did they try to listen? Did they try to figure out how to fix Concord? No, they unplugged that bitch. It's
No,
gone.
they had the opportunity to fix it before it came out.
Exactly.
And they let that bitch die. And that's the truth. That is the truth of the matter. The reality is at the end of the day, Xbox has changed. They've changed for the better in every way, shape, and form. They are growing. They are listening to the feedback of their consumers. And again, as a gamer who has Game Pass, I have been nothing but 100% satisfied with what they've done. And honestly, it's exceeded what I've thought with everything they put in there. Again, like guys, we can talk about how amazing Xbox is in their first party, right? Which is phenomenal. But Xbox found a way to take something that was previously done and continue to be done by a certain side of the fence with third-party games and trying to make them exclusive when no one's confused, right? No one's confused. No one thinks Sony made these games. No one thinks that these are PlayStation games. They're just games that got money had it, right? Xbox went ahead and found a way to make that scenario beneficial to both sides, to the developers and the publishers, and to us gamers. By instead of trying to lock things away, instead, they give the ultimate exclusive to Game Pass subscribers. And they take these games and they give them to us day and date in the fucking Game Pass subscription. It's crazy how many games that we've gotten this year alone that were so well done, that were day and date games. It's crazy. It's crazy. But even reading this, hearing the fact that they are still acknowledging in their mind, they're saying that to them, as much as these third-party deals are dope, that they get these games into Game Pass, they still acknowledge the fact that these first-party games are the cornerstone of Game Pass. And they have so many. They have so many that they're constantly giving us. It's crazy. It's crazy. Look at Cage Feeler.
H, what's good, bro?
Thank you, bro, for being here. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Ponies removed ribs to self-suck. CMoney OnlyFans. Wow. That is a weird situation. That's a weird situation.
That's wild.
He
That's
also
wild.
says, with another $2 super chat, CMoney pony voice sounds like greased up deaf guy. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
He's got so many.
Yes, it is true. And the homie Hargishini, my dude, with that $2 super chat, man, appreciate you. Says,
yes,
he got to start Shattered Space.
yes,
Good so far.
Let's go.
Yes. Oh man, you enjoy it, bro. That shit is so good. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Can't believe you had to wait that long. That's wild.
Facts.
That's
But
wild.
you know what? It got fixed, it got handled, and he's good. Oh, I already clicked that. My bad. So man, I'm looking at the Varun Kai Spy, Black Ops 6 Zombies, perfect for Halloween. It is. But the man, the campaign has its fucking, like, honestly, I didn't really realize it, but some scary shit is in that game. All right, let me just I'm gonna spoil that a little bit. All right. There is some scary shit, all right, in there. And just simple shit, just the atmosphere alone. I mean, there is real scary shit.
That you kind of feel like anything you feel that suspense. And oh man.
Let's just say,
oh, don't.
There's a moment, just you have the house, right? Wait, is that a spoiler?
I don't know. I want to say it's so bad, but I don't know how far you guys are. I don't know if you got into the campaign. I feel like we need to give it a little bit more time.
All right.
But man, I was screaming.
Oh my god. I mean, to be fair, I was doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I was doing the same shit. But it was funny watching you do it.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. I did not expect Call of Duty to be the fucking Halloween game to play, but they fucking nailed it, man. They fucking nailed it. And it's an Xbox game, and we got it in the Game Pass. And it's funny. I don't know. It's crazy. It's weird. It's funny that the first Call of Duty to go day one into Game Pass is arguably the best Call of Duty ever created. Just saying. It's wild. Looks like
Roddy,
that Xbox support.
You gotta get in there, Roddy.
Brody. Sunrise says make a spoiler stream. Ooh. Maybe next week or something. Maybe we'll do like a show, and then like the last hour of the show do a spoiler stream.
That might be cool.
Or like maybe go a little, I don't know.
You kind of have to separate it. So we'll talk about it because I feel like you can't have it all
Well, if you do it at
together.
the end, then people can leave
True.
if they don't wanna be spoiled.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, maybe
People
like
can come
next
in
week or
not
something.
knowing and hear something they don't wanna hear. We'll see. Yeah.
We'll see. But
I'm
yeah,
not
I
mad
agree.
at
I
that.
think that
Man.
that might be a who would have fucking thought that Call of Duty is the fucking game that you don't wanna spoil? You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Like, think about that. That tells you all you need to know right
Right?
now, that a fucking
That's
Call of Duty, quote,
crazy.
unquote, "military shooter." What is there to spoil about military shooter? You go, you fucking shoot things, right? It's military, bad guy, good guy, right? That's it. No. No. No, this Call of Duty is so much more. God damn. It's
Pretty
worth it.
fire.
It's worth it for sure. Um, but yes, all right. This is a beautiful thing, man. I really appreciate Varunkai Spy for sending this to me.
Thank you.
I didn't know that this was part. At first, I had read this, but I thought this was like something old or something else, and that's why I was like, I don't want to get that. I didn't know that this was part of that actual same report. So this was great. Was great to have. Um, but I mean, guys, I think based off the conversation, we can see that the reality is that Xbox is fucking killing it out here in these streets as an entity, right? The brand, everything they got, you got fucking 20 IP over a billion. That's fucking lovely. That's fucking lovely. Telling you, it's a whole new world, man. It's a whole new world, and Xbox is leading that world. As much as these ponies want to deny it, all right,
Aw,
it's the reality. What happened?
Music
Grandpa's phone.
72. That's right. Thank you. If
If
you
you are going to spoil anything, spoil Doodle.
Yes!
Well, that's already part of life. But yes,
That
agreed,
was so cute. Okay.
agreed. The homie, uh, Trey Freezy says, "What's up, y'all? Is anybody having problems with campaign achievements not popping?" Uh, no, no.
Not popping up at all, or are you getting the achievements, but they're just not popping in, or they're just not registering at all? Let
That's
us
a good
know.
question. That's a good
Yeah,
question.
because that's different.
Um, all right. The homie,
Hargeet,
Harkishani, my dude.
let's go.
Thank you, bro, for being here,
Thank
man.
you.
Appreciate you. Thank you for that $10 super chat, homie. Says $1 billion games.
Ooh,
Halo, Gears, Candy Crush, Diablo, Warcraft, Elder Scrolls, Minecraft, Forza, Fable, Fallout, Doom, Starfield. Oh shit,
ooh.
Starfield? Ooh. I mean, it's possible. Call of Duty, Overwatch, StarCraft, Crash, Spiral, Tony Hawk, Guitar Hero, Age of Empire, and Flight Sim. I think you just listed 21. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22. Yeah, you listed 21. So I think Starfield you threw in there. Starfield will be $1 billion franchise for sure. Um,
He says, "Yes,
he said,
21,
he
let's
said, fuck
go."
it. It's
Yeah.
21. Doubling down. He don't give a shit. He's like, fuck that 20 number. It's 21,
That's
Satya.
right.
All right. Get your math right. Stop doing this pony math. I know you're putting some games over there, but don't fucking don't get tainted by their math. All right. God damn it. Oh man, that's hilarious. I mean, listen, it's beautiful, beautiful number, man. Beautiful number. Ain't fucking around. They're doing great things, man. It's big things. It's a great time to be a fucking Xbox fan for sure. So
So I want to address something. So stage 1X, right? People getting fired is not a good thing, right? No one is saying that. But people get fired all the time. PlayStation runs around firing people left and right, right? I think the problem is how they want to frame it, and that's the situation. Realistically, people get fired all the time. Yes, it's not a good thing. We all should be making billions of dollars and live in a freaking castle. Everybody should have a bunch of castles. That's not the reality though, right? In the real world, people get racist, some people get fired, and that's just what it is, right? That's just what happens. To go ahead and try to go on social media and capitalize on the idea that no one else out there is firing anybody else is the problem. To create it, to turn it into this big issue when it's done by Xbox, when you can understand why maybe some of the layoffs took place, right? And then we don't keep the same energy everywhere else. That's what we're addressing. It's not, hey, go out there and fire everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's just a matter of understanding that, especially us here, right? Like we're not like, if you've watched us long enough, you know
If
that
you
we're
know, you
not.
know us. That's it.
Yeah, like we're not mocking the people that got fired. That sucks for them, right? It's not a great situation, but I mean, maybe we're a little more business minded. We have a business. We understand that sometimes shit happens, right? And obviously, if you're on the fired end of it, where you have to be the one who has to pack up and go, that sucks for you. It sucks for your life. I know it's a horrible thing that happens. It's not a Microsoft is bad for doing that, just like Amazon's not bad when they have to do it, or these other places are not bad that they have to do it.
I also, as much as it sucks, right? I also know that there are people that go ahead and show up to work and are not doing their job, or they're not doing it right.
Or to the level that
Or
they
to
expect that from you, right? Or that
exactly.
they want you to do, right? You
And
could be
what is
doing your
that
job
going to
fine, but
do?
not at the level.
So just for the sake of, you know, having these people there, you're gonna what? Let everything else get affected? Or everybody else that works there be maybe influenced by the people that are not really doing their job? Or if you have to go ahead and hire someone else to check on the work that you're paying this person to do it because you know that they're not doing it to the level that you expect, right? So you got to hire someone else just to keep them working. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I think it's just the angle, right? I think that stage was more looking at it like maybe we were trying to, you know, downplay people getting fired for them personally. Like, no, like that, of course not. For those people, it sucks for them big time. But let's be clear, that's a personal thing, right? Like you're not affected by that. Maybe you were fired, but like these people getting fired, it's not part of your life. You're not thinking about it outside anytime it maybe just comes up, right? Nobody is, right? It's all fake. And I think that's where the fake outrage comes into play, right?
Yeah.
You don't actually give a shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Just the reality, right? Nobody does. It's not our problem, right? Like maybe if you have no issues in your life and you're just like floating around like a butterfly and you're like, oh no, I'm seeing these bad things happen. I'm so devastated. Most people are not, right? Most people go online and say they are to, show that they do, right? Oh, look at me. I'm such a
I'm
good
doing the
person.
right thing.
I'm doing the right
But
thing. I feel so
yes.
bad, but it's like I feel bad for those people personally, but outside of that,
Like not being able to sleep because
definitely
of
not.
it, or enjoy life as a whole, like, or video games because people were let go. I mean, that's a bit of a stretch, no? And then if we're going to go ahead and do that and we're going to put that type of message out there, well, let's go ahead and put that same message for every company, right? Where are the messages that are lacking if this is what we're going to put out there because Microsoft is bad or Xbox is bad? I mean, I demand or I expect to see those messages every time anybody gets let go. Or maybe just put one out on a daily and just because people get fired all the time. Doesn't need to be from a gaming company. Just, my day is tough today because I know somewhere out there in the world, people got fired. Thinking of you, something.
Yeah, I mean that's just the reality, right? So to be clear, anytime we're talking about it, we're not mocking those people. We're not understanding their situation in life. It's just a simple matter of this is business, and I'm not going to blame a company for doing what they have to do. Now, well, there's actually 2 sides to that story. There's 2 sides to that story. When there's a profitable company, like a company who's doing big things and they're making big moves and they have to let people go, it's not out of desperation, it's not that they fucked up, it's not anything like that. It's, "Hey, these people are not necessary anymore for our business." It's just not. So, we're gonna fire these people in whatever situation it is, it is. I think for somebody like, for instance, like when PlayStation has to fire people or when they lay off people, it's like your fuck ups cause this shit to happen, right? It's the fact that you're not prospering that you have to do this because Bungie, you had to gut them because they weren't producing, right? Insomniac, what was your reason for gutting them? They done everything. They held this fucking
They were
company
your
together.
lifeline.
Yeah. So the reason you cut them is because that Ratchet and Clank game that you thought people were gonna get so pumped for and they were gonna buy it because of your magical SSD that you spent most of the time fucking hyping up about that game didn't turn around into have a big success, right? Like this is what it is. So you fired that team because you said we're not looking at making more Ratchet and Clanks anytime soon.
Or better yet, how many games had to die for Concord to live? And what type of
Facts.
those developers? How do we feel about them? Right? Has anybody put out a statement about any of that? Or wrote anything about it, a report or, an article about how these games and these studios were affected because of Concord, or were they shaming the consumers out there into buying the game and supporting it? Just saying.
I mean, it's the reality. It's the reality of what it is. But all right, so let's move past that. There is
Yes.
another thing over here that I wanted to show because this is old, but I think it's dope to see it. Um Snap Blast Play put this out. He says Xbox has the most played games in the world. Right now, this is from like December of 2023. Okay, so it's almost a year old at this point, but it still gives you a good perspective. So, Candy Crush. So he's saying how many players they have. So he says 3+ billion. I don't think that that's accurate. I think what he did was he added up every year that Candy Crush has been out there, and there's been multiple years of over a billion people playing. Now, is there a chance that every year they're all unique people who are playing and that's why it's over 3 billion? Yeah, that's a possibility. But I mean, and it does change. The number does go up and does go down. But I don't know about 3 billion. The most they had in any given year was 1.2 billion. Obviously, that is a higher number. So, I mean, 2 billion can be possible. Maybe you never know. But still, a
Candy
lot of
Crush,
people.
when you fall into that pit, is addictive.
Yeah. So it's more than a billion people who play this game for sure. And then you have Minecraft that's 300 plus. Again, this is a year old. So all these numbers, by the way, have gone up,
Yes,
right? Have
increased
gone
for sure.
up. Um, and then Call of Duty, 150 plus million. Skyrim, 60 plus million. Overwatch 2, 35 plus million. Sea of Thieves, 35 plus million, which we know a lot of these already have gone over 40. Forza Horizon 5, 35 plus million. Fallout 4, 30 plus million. Halo Infinite, 25 plus million. Minecraft Dungeons, 25 plus million.
It's
Halo
crazy.
Master Chief Collection, 15 plus million. Grounded, 15 plus million. Fallout 76, 14 plus million. Diablo 4, 12 plus million. Starfield, 12 plus million. Killer Instinct, 10 plus million. Flight Sim, 10 plus million. State of Decay 2, 10 plus million. Deathloop, 5 plus million. Ghostwire Tokyo, 5 plus million. Hi Fi Rush, 3 plus million. And Redfall, 2 plus million. Again, a year old, but that is insane to hear how many people play these games.
Redfall's in there, let's
Little
go.
Redfall, the little Redfall that could, 2
Right?
plus million. I mean, this is it's a different ball game. You know what I'm saying? Again, you can talk shit all you want, but Xbox is in a position where they have players playing these games. People show up to this shit. People are buying the games. People are paying for subscriptions to play these games. This is just the reality of what it is. And it's impressive, man. It's impressive that this is where they are. They've done so much. It's a very fucking big deal. But did you, babe, when you see all these numbers, right? When you see them all together, are you as impressed as I am when I read this shit?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And this is listen, um, it's all about engagement. They've said it themselves, and this is what their goal is. They want people in there playing their games. I mean, this is this is huge, right? This is a big win. And again, you said it before. This is from last year, 2023. These numbers have gone up. So I'm wondering what made it to the list, right? And what and how much these numbers have increased. This is a big deal.
It's a huge deal. It's a
Mhm.
huge deal.
Especially when you're so it's not a lack of players, right? It's not a lack of like, people going ahead and wanting to play games nowadays. We know people play all the time. It's what they're choosing to play. So when you are struggling, what did Conqueror sell? 25,000 copies. When you're struggling, right? And you have to shut down a game because it only sold 25,000 is not because there's a lack of players out there, especially when you have 61 million boxes out, right? It's not because there's a lack of players out there. This was also on PC, was it not?
Concord?
Concord,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
It's
that's where we
not
saw the death come, where we can see it.
Yeah. So it's not that there's a lack of players out there. It's that you fail to find what something that it's going to go ahead and grab their attention and keep them engaged. So it's not a simple recipe, and that's the big deal. Like, and that's what I think needs to simmer in for PlayStation. It's not that cut and dry. It's not that simple to go ahead and say, well, you know what I want to make? I want to make one of those things. I want to make a Minecraft. I want to make a Fortnite. Like, and it's just going to happen because it's gonna hit because I'm the one making it now. It it's just it's not. You have to go ahead and find that thing that's yours, that creativity, that uniqueness that make people want to go ahead and play your game. And that's what they're lacking. So as long as they are out there copying things, they're not going to go ahead and get this type of engagement. They're just not.
I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. And then we're gonna keep seeing that play out, right? We're gonna keep seeing that play out over time.
Yeah.
Just what it is.
Their
It's
their games are freaking dry right now. Like a fucking Brillo pad. Like
damn,
shit, man. It's
that's
true.
crazy. It is true. It is true. Alright, alright, let me take my chapter. What number am I? Right. So I have here time 2:24. All right. So this here, and we're just gonna kind of talk about it a little bit, but I saw it and I was like, oh, again, here we go. Uh Old School G on Twitter puts remakes, remasters, remasters. Where are the PS5 Pro Lil Mo exclusives that would truly show its big three pisser power? I don't know what that was about, but the rumor he's talking about is TCMF game said Uncharted remake and reboot for PlayStation 5. Two rumors. There's an Uncharted reboot in the works. So this could be a soft reboot like God of War 2018 or a full reboot. And then there is an Uncharted Drake's Fortune remake in the works. Both of these games are not being made by Naughty Dog, but Naughty Dog is assisting according to rumors. So so Uncharted is being remade and rebooted. So this is what I would say. I think the reboot, okay, is coming. The idea of the reboot is coming based off the fact that I think that they're gonna base it off the daughter, right? So I think the daughter is going to be the one who's getting it, who's gonna be having her new game. And then Uncharted Drake Fortune being remade, that's just like their fucking MO now. So
Yeah,
I mean, like you
yeah.
you go ahead and you think about like PlayStation and what they're doing, like where is the leaked new game? Right? Why is it always rumors and remasters, right? I'm not rumors, reboots and remaster, right? So it's just the same recycled shit.
They
I don't
need
know.
to at least they're going to like with God of War, right? Going back to those older games where they dropped the ball is that it's not a remake. It's not a remake. They need to go ahead and kind of just if you're gonna go back, do it right. Right? I think this newer, freaking games, these newer games that they wanna continue to remaster and remaster and remaster, it's like, "Okay, calm down." Like, how many times are you going to remaster The Last of Us, right? So, going back to older IP and remaking it, that's what they need to freaking do, not remaster. If this is man, they don't wanna pay up. They don't wanna invest the time and the money. Right? But it's like but this is the problem, you can't keep on cutting corners. You somewhere, if what you're trying to do is say, "Okay, well, listen, we can't figure out new games. We also can't afford to continue on the path of spending 300 million plus on a game, and we need to go and rely on our older games and bring them back." Stop the remaster, you gotta go to your older IP, like, the freaking original God of Wars, Uncharted, it's fine. Remake it. If these are the games that were making you money, give them the respect they deserve and put some time and effort into it. I just I they need to pick a lane and they need to do it right. It's always for that cash grab, quick turnaround, like, you can't do this when you're not offering anything else. Listen, when we heard about
Absolutely.
God of War, I was like, "Okay, at least they're choosing the right IP." It's annoying that they're trying to, they're not remaking the game, that it's just a remaster, and then it's also I'm not surprised about Uncharted, why? Because it was also a reassurance that that's what they're gonna continue to do. Go to their old IP and bring it forward, right? So that they can play it on the pisser.
Agreed. Agreed. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, I think a full remake of the original trilogy of Uncharted,
Yeah,
full
remake.
remake with like not Uncharted 4 levels of shit because that's already older. But if you take those old originals and just spruce up the environments, the everything, and you bring it up to today's standards, I mean, the PlayStation 3 is where Uncharted started. And I'm not like upset with the idea of Uncharted coming back.
No,
If it's being remade, for today's standards. I mean, that's long enough ago that there's plenty of people who never even heard of Uncharted or played
absolutely.
Uncharted. So, um, that's fine, but the problem with all of these things is that it's not a in addition to. This is like this will be the game that gets released whatever year it comes out. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are the new games, right? They did all that work in PlayStation 4 generation, created some new IP, brought back some old IP and made it relevant again. And it's like again, when you do that, it's cool, but where's your extra, right? Where's the other shit? Xbox has a mix of everything. They have a massive amount of new IP coming. They have old games that are from way back that they're remaking, not remaking, but like making a new entry in the series, but they're from an old series. They're doing sequels to games that are been out for a long time, and so we got a mix of everything, right? It's not just, well, this is all we have, so we have to do it. Like, no, they're actually going ahead and giving us a lot, and we're in a lot of new IP, right?
That's the thing, you have to
Not just
go
a
ahead
little.
and, first of all, respect your IP. You don't freaking make a game and, a year, a couple of years later, you turn around and here's a remaster, right? It's just that's just bullshit, right? You gotta give your IP enough time. You also have to go ahead and you gotta sprinkle. I'm saying sprinkle like randomly, but Xbox is doing this heavily, right? They have a lot of new IP. They have a lot of new games coming out. And so to go ahead and remake or remaster a freaking game here and there that people are excited to get, that makes sense. When that's all you're feeding your people and you want them to go ahead and buy the pisser for $700 without a disk drive or a stand, if you want people to pay up and you don't have anything to offer for it, just a freaking, I don't know, I can't even call it a promise anymore. They didn't come out here and say a damn thing. Even if they said, "Look at these games," and it's like, okay, when you go ahead and deliver these games, because we know how many you've canceled in the past, then we can move forward and maybe I can think about getting a pisser because you're delivering those games and they look good, right? It's like I have to wait until I see it. That's where we're at. But like, how are you expect you don't even have that. You're not even coming out here saying, "These are all the great games we're working on." And I mean, they don't have they don't have the funds in the studios for us to necessarily believe that, but they're not even doing that. They're not even pretending that they can go ahead and deliver anything other than remasters. Um, that's it, or remakes.
Yeah, so I see Becca over here says, "Am I the only one who gets annoyed by PlayStation doing needless remakes and remasters?" I
No.
mean, no, you're not, because I think everybody is, right? And not just us. Like ponies are the same thing. Like, look at they're not buying this shit. Look at Until Dawn. And it's funny because if any, like, I know Until Dawn came out on PlayStation 4, but again, me being fucking the stupid bitch to think about it is like, oh, maybe, I mean, technically they did go Unreal Engine 5. So actually I'm not wrong. They went to Unreal Engine 5, and it's a much better looking game. And I do want to play it. I'm not on fucking PlayStation, but I'll play it on the
You see?
PC. Um, but I heard it's like all buggy and shit too, so that kind of fucked it up. I wanted to do it for Halloween and kind of all get together, and it's not too long, so we can all kind of just sit and play it. Um, like we did from Dust from Dust
Yes. Oh,
Falls.
that
What
was
is
so
it?
good.
That one, the Xbox game that had come out. That shit
But
was great.
let me ask you though, like it's so buggy, right? So we saw Spider-Man. It's still buggy over a year later.
Yep.
So what are people supposed to do? Wait till next Halloween and see if maybe it's not buggy anymore?
Well, with the amount of sales that shit has, it doesn't look like they're gonna spend another fucking dollar on
Exactly.
that game, so
Exactly. Exactly.
I just gotta look into it more. I don't know if it's buggy for, like,
Just
all
PlayStation
PC.
or if it's yeah.
Well, or is it like
Oh,
if you have a
yeah, depending.
4090, is it
Yeah.
gonna brute force it and not be buggy? I don't know, I gotta see. But still, you're right, it's annoying, it's a waste, especially, like, I really feel like things would be way different if they had a bunch of games coming out,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
then they just sprinkled in the remakes and remasters. It's like, "Okay, whatever, it's not for me, but I have these other games to play." But it's like, "Motherfucker, you keep making these games that we already played and did. Like, who cares? Like, nobody, we don't need." And it was just now. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's God of War from back in the day, right? The original trilogy. Like, you bring that back as a remake, great. But problem is rumored to be just a remaster. Stupid. It's stupid. It's a
And
waste. It's so dumb.
there are so many games out there. Third-party games are being freaking made. Right now, you have a problem just trying to get people to notice your game. And I can listen, if people want to go ahead and go back and play the same story over and over again, kudos to them, good for you. But I don't see it for myself to go ahead and a story that I already know and played, right? And I want to move forward. There's so much out there. Make something new. Continue with the story. Um, let's see where you can take it. I don't understand this loop. It's almost like living in a freaking loop that you can't get out of. I just realistically, this loop just shows that they shouldn't be in the gaming industry. And I'm not saying that to be mean, nasty in any way. It's just it's a fucking loop of remakes and you can't make a good game.
Well, they're turning it to just be about the business and not about the creativity, right? So, like, the business is the business. Everything that surrounds the game is the business. But if you're just sitting there saying, "Shit, we're not taking any risks because we just need to make the money, so we're constantly gonna pump out these remakes and fucking remasters," it's kinda like, "All right, man." You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? Right? Like, look at Ghost of Yotei. I mean, I keep bringing it up because I'm wildly disappointed, right? Ghost of Tsushima, I thought was good. I didn't think it was great. Like, I didn't beat it, but I don't play PlayStation, so when they have an exclusive, and it's like, okay, I have this PlayStation, I want to fucking let's fucking see. I was like, okay, this game was good. I enjoyed my time with it. I put decent amount of hours into it. Um, I didn't feel the need to finish it, or see it through to the end, but it was fine. Will I ever go back to finish it? Maybe. Maybe I will, especially after seeing the shit show that got announced after. But like I thought it was good. The
But this is
Ghost of
why Game
Yotai
Pass
was
is
such
so
a miss.
important. Again, this is why it's so important. A game can look good and it doesn't grab you till the end or even to the halfway freaking point and you're like, "Okay, well, I bought the game." And we don't like to hate play. Some people are like, "Okay, I bought the game, I'm going to power through." Like life and time is too precious to be wasting it on that kind of bullshit and freaking hate playing a freaking game. But I don't know, like, this is right here, it's really important. Both of these games are not being made by Naughty Dog, but Naughty Dog is assisting according to rumors.
That's the problem. And well, first of all, we know Naughty Dog said they're done with Uncharted, right? So they already noped out of that. So the question is this the people who are doing the reboot, is that going to be somebody who's a first party? Like, is that gonna be like it has Days remember, if you remember Days Gone, Ben Studio was helping Naughty Dog with one of their games. I think it was Uncharted or something like that. I mean, I think maybe the Uncharted remake. I think there was a rumor before that was happening, and maybe they spun off and now they're doing a reboot and it's gonna be Days Gone. Ben Studios game. I don't know. That would be curious. That might be interesting. Um, but the reality is that we don't know if it's gonna be some no-name fucking studio that they don't even own taking it over or some small shit studio doing it. That's nobody's gonna be excited for that. That's gonna be trash. The remaster of the 3 or the remake of the 3, that could be done by Blue Point or Nixus. Blue Point, that's their MO, is doing these remakes and shit. So, that might be fine, but yeah, Naughty Dog's not working on it. That's for sure. They're working on other shit. Are they gonna do anything anytime soon? We don't know. Like that's the thing. Over there on PlayStation Land, none of this shit is known, right? None of this shit is known, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I mean, exactly. And Ghost of Yotai, whatever the heck,
Such a
supposedly
disappointment.
next year. I mean, I question that too.
Such a
I question
disappointment.
that. So, Coach, I gotta go to Coach. He says to piss away $1,000 on a console in Canada is not human. Um, I forget at times when I say $700 that this is like the cheapest you can get it. And that it's a lot more money in other places. By the way, Coach, Fam Jam, I'm super jelly that you guys still have Toys R Us.
all over there
Like,
in Canada.
damn, that's so dope.
Yeah. Um, all right. So let me tell you about it. Do you have anything else to say on this, baby girl?
I mean, like we said, the fact that Naughty Dog is out of the equation when, this is I mean, we get it. We get it. We know why. I mean, they've let a lot of people go. What is Naughty Dog doing? What are they working on?
They canceled the last game they were working on, so we know they're making something, but I don't know. Doesn't seem
I
like
mean,
anybody
Neil
has
be
any real
out
idea.
soon enough, so
Exactly. So it's kind of like why even bother? Um, all right. Let me so I'm taking this chapter here. This all kind of rolls into
in
each
the
other with
end about
different
Toys R Us, I'm
angles.
super jelly.
So I don't know if you guys seen this guy Pio. I don't know who he is, but he uh he put this tweet out there. Square Enix is a funny company, man. Okay. Now I've heard this like narrative a lot. And it's so for me, it's so stupid that people like act like they don't understand. Okay. And the funny part is that Square Enix in this scenario, and we'll go over these here, what they wrote, but they basically are like Sony, right? Like that's the same situation as Sony's in, right? So Square Enix says Just Cause 4, I mean, these are all reports about Square Enix. So Just Cause 4 performed below expectations. We sold fewer units on launch than we had anticipated. Square Enix sales of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Final Fantasy 16 did not meet expectations. Sales of Foam Stars were similarly not as strong as expected. Tomb Raider has sold 3.4 million copies, failed to hit expectations. Hitman Absolution sold 3.6 million. Sleeping Dogs sold 1.75. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy did not meet Square Enix expectations. Multiple new titles are set to launch in quarter four as well. Okay, so this is the thing, and I think this is where these like the ponies. I don't know this guy, so I don't know if he's a pony, but where the ponies go.
Powerball says that huge pony.
Oh, huge pony. Okay, okay. So I don't know what like this is where these ponies like show their lack of like business knowledge or business understanding. Um, when when a company spends a certain amount of money, okay, when they spend a certain amount of money, they expect a certain amount of money in return. And this is the shit that people like I keep fucking saying, but like Sony, they're not in business to make their money back. Like, do you guys not understand it? Not you listening, but like these fucking ponies, like none of these companies are in business to make their money back. They don't want to spend 100 million and make 105. They just want to spend 100 million and make 400 million. They want to spend 100 million, make 700 million. They don't want to spend 350
To
million like
to
fucking
barely cut
Spider-Man
even.
to just make 350 million. And I don't know if you guys realize, but at 60 or $70 a pop, that's a lot of fucking game sales. So understand something. If you have a game that sold like Final Fantasy, you think they fucking spent nothing on that game? No, they spent at least 100 million.
A lot of
At
money, a
least
lot of
100 million.
time.
But
What do
like
you
to be
think?
clear,
They're not looking to go ahead and have the profit matters.
that's all that
Right?
matters. That's the
And
only thing that matters.
exactly. So to sit there and it must be nerve-wracking, right? When you're just kind of cutting even, right? And you spend all this time and money into it and you're like, what if the next one doesn't cut even though? Like what if it doesn't even do that? Right? The point is we're investing this money so that we can make more money, right? Not so that we can get that same exact amount of money back.
Yeah,
So
or
when
just make a
you're
little more.
literally just making that money back, it's like if I go and grab this money and invest it again, right? Am I gonna go ahead and get lucky and just make it back? It's at that point. And we're not saying make it back right away when the game releases. Over time, that has to be nerve-wracking. Like, okay, so my investment is not even back yet. Am I gonna get that money?
Agreed.
But
Agreed.
again, the profit, that's where it's at. You don't invest and say, I hope that I just get this money back someday, some way.
No, it's not. This just is what it is. So, Final Fantasy, costs a shit ton of money, right? Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, hundreds of million, like 200 million is easy to fucking see them spend that money, right? At 3 million copies sold at full $70. So you got to take away any of the discounted games that they bought or anything like that, and then understand that they do not make $70. Okay, they make 70% of the $70. So they actually only make $49 or whatever on every game, um on every game they sell. So you take 3 million copies times $49 that they made. And you're not even understand, this is not even true net because you have to take in consideration marketing, how much they spend on marketing. Now, the publisher deal with Sony should have covered the marketing costs, right? That should be part of it. But if they had to come out of any more out of their pocket for that, that's also what have to get taken out. But 3 mil at $49 a copy sold is $147 million. So if they spent 150 mil, if they spent fucking 200 million, I mean, they either didn't make the money back or barely made their money back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not good business, man. And that's like an IP like Final Fantasy. Like, we know Final Fantasy 16. I think that's the number they did. It was like 3 million that got
Yes,
announced.
when they that got announced and then they kind of stopped. And I mean, it can only
And we
mean
think
one
Rebirth
thing.
did less, right?
Yeah.
Or
It,
somewhere
it
around
just
there.
every game after that just it was just less and less. The numbers
Exactly.
were lower and lower.
Exactly. So, I mean, again, you think of like Tomb Raider, right? Sold 3.4 million. Tomb Raider is a huge IP. They put a lot of money into that shit, man. These people want to make money. And Sony's in the same boat, bro. They spent $400 million on Concord. $400 million on Concord and didn't make shit. They didn't make shit back. It doesn't make any sense, man. Is this crazy fucking logic that they have that they think that the money just comes out of fucking nowhere. Like, nobody's immune to this shit, especially not fucking Sony. Man, Sony has shown you why they're doing all this stuff. And that's really why I wanted to show this because it's about expectations, right? And Sony's expectations have shifted because they thought if we spend all this money, people were going to show up in a big way. You know what I'm saying? That they were going to show up in a big fucking way, and they don't. Spider-Man, they spent 350. They're lucky if they got that back, right? That's a fucking problem. That is why you're seeing what you see with their future shit, right? Why they're scaling everything back, right? That is a real problem, right? That's why you see them putting games on Nintendo Switch, right? Day and date, major IP. These are all like the reasons. This is all part
Yeah,
of it.
these are the consequences to what's been taking place. If they were, they are. We know PlayStation, right? They're the ones that kept trying to keep games just on their platform, trying to keep them away from anything else out there, right? So if they are at the point and at the freaking mercy of other platforms, you know that this is a big deal. It just is.
It really is. It really is. But guys, this wasn't I put this in here just kind of as a, you know, as a reinforcement of a lot of the shit that we talk about here with, you know, with PlayStation and what they have going on and why Xbox is in such a much better position. You think about Hellblade 2 and how little they paid and what that meant for them as far as bringing recognition to the brand and quality and they're really setting their pace now where they're showing all their quality that's coming out of Microsoft, and they're doing it smartly, right? They're spending money where they need to, and keeping things in control where they want to, right? That's a very different scenario from the other people, man, and this is all the reason why these numbers don't equal the investment that's being put in. It just doesn't make any sense to them. So yeah, this wasn't a major big thing. It was just something to kind of reinforce. But with that, guys, we're actually going to wrap it up. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. But guys, thank you so much for
Guys, thank
rocking with
you.
us, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you for being here. Of course, shout out to all of our Patreon members and our YouTube squad members and the homies that are elite members in our inner circle, man. We appreciate each and every one of you guys so much. Shout out to the homie Mash. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Going ahead and gifting 10 on point for gamer memberships, man. Very kind of you, bro. So thank you so much, man. And shout out to everyone who super chatted, man. Makes a difference. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you,
Uh,
guys.
Now, remember, guys, this week we'll be back on Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna have two guests. We're gonna go ahead and have Pharaoh in the building. And
Yes.
we're also gonna have Fuzzy Belvedere in the
Let's
building.
go.
We're gonna have a big show for Tuesday night because this week in America is Halloween. That's right, Thursday. It is Halloween, and uh we have a family, and we're gonna be going trick or
Yes.
treating and gonna watch scary movies and do everything we want to do. So we will not be going live on Thursday. We'll be back Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, with Hargeet and the homie Demo Flow Gaming for the night shift. So we have two shows this week after today, Tuesday and Friday. Remember, 8 p.m. both times. We will see you then. Doodle!
Yes.
We are going to end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle,
Yes.
we're done.
We are.
Until next time,
You're intruding.
you're intruding.